bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo, balloni, lolli, piparello, cocosini, bombombini, bombombini, bombingusini, patapim pim, patapim pim, patapim pim, tong 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 sahur. Cappuccino, assassino, cappuccino, assassino. Frole, frole, frolla, pinguino, bla 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 bla. Vaca Saturno, Saturnita, vaca Saturno, Saturnita. Ballerina, cappuccina, cappuccina, ah. Tralala, tralalero, tralalero, tralala la. Tralalero, tralalero, tralala la la. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Balloni, lolli, piparello, cocosini. Bombombini, bombombini, bombingusini. Patapim pim, patapim pim, patapim pim. Tong 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 sahur. Cappuccino, assassino, cappuccino, assassino. Frole, frole, frolla, pinguino, bla 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 bla. Vaca Saturno, Saturnita, vaca Saturno, Saturnita. Ballerina, cappuccina, cappuccina, ah. Tralala, tralalero, tralalero, tralala la. Tralalero, tralalero, tralala la la. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Balloni, lolli, piparello, cocosini. Bombombini, bombombini, bombingusini. Patapim pim, patapim pim, patapim pim. Tong 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 sahur. Cappuccino, assassino, cappuccino, assassino. Frole, frole, frolla, pinguino,
la vacca Saturno,
bla, 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 bla. Vaca Saturno, Saturnita, vaca Saturno, Saturnita. Ballerina, cappuccina, cappuccina, ah. Tralala, tralalero, tralalero, tralala la. Tralalero, tralalero,
la vacca Saturno, Saturnita.
Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Balloni, lolli, piparello, cocosini. Bombombini, bombombini, bombingusini. Patapim pim, patapim pim, patapim pim. Tong 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 sahur. Cappuccino, assassino, cappuccino, assassino. Frole, frole, frolla, pinguino, bla 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 bla. Vaca Saturno, Saturnita, vaca Saturno, Saturnita. Ballerina, cappuccina, cappuccina, ah. Tralala, tralalero, tralalero, tralala la. Tralalero, tralalero, tralala la la. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Balloni, lolli, piparello, cocosini. Bombombini, bombombini, bombingusini. Patapim pim, patapim pim, patapim pim.
O din din din
tong
dun.
tong 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 sahur. Cappuccino, assassino, cappuccino, assassino. Frole, frole, frolla, pinguino, bla 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 bla. Vaca Saturno, Saturnita, vaca Saturno, Saturnita. Ballerina, cappuccina, cappuccina, ah.
Svinina bombardiro,
tralalero, tralala la. Tralalero, tralalero, tralala la la. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Bombardiro, crocodilo, crocodilo. Baloni, luli, loli, piparello, cocosini, bombombini, bombini, cusini.
Crocodilitos dicen capim,
Patapim,
La vaca Saturno,
Tong,
Saturnita.
tong,
capuchinitas dicen capuchila. Las tralaleras dicen las poliguitas dicen amalabu,
Vaca Saturno, Saturnita, vaca Saturno, Saturnita, ballerina, cappuccina,
Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen paradiri. Los capuchinitos dicen
crocodilo,
los crocodilitos dicen
bombardiro,
los lidilitos dicen ladila.
baloni, loli,
Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleras dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las poliguitas dicen amalabu.
Tong, sahur. Cappuccino,
Los conconcitos dicen sabor. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen momo. Los rulitos dicen
ballerina, cappuccina,
capuchinitos dicen paradiri. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen cabu, cabu. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas
crocodilo,
las poliguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu.
baloni, loli, piparello, cocosini.
Los bomboncitos dicen cusini. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen paradiri.
Los tralaleritos
dicen asesini,
Vaca Saturno, Saturnita, vaca
los
Saturno,
crocodilitos
Saturnita,
dicen cabu, cabu.
ballerina,
Los
cappuccina,
lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las poliguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parabim dicen parabim, parabim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tuntunsao. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen momo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen paradiri. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen cabu, cabu.
cappuccino,
Los lidilitos dicen
vaca Saturno, Saturnita,
Coco Panto Elefante.
las
ballerina,
capuchinitas dicen
cappuccina,
las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las poliguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parabim dicen parabim, parabim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tuntunsao. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen momo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla.
baloni,
Los
loli,
chimpancinitos
piparello,
dicen paradiri. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen cabu, cabu. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila.
sahur.
Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las poliguitas dicen
Vaca Saturno, Saturnita, vaca Saturno,
los
Saturnita,
dicen parabim,
ballerina,
parabim.
cappuccina,
Los
cappuccina.
tuntuncitos dicen tuntun tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo.
Tralala, tralalero, tralalero, tralalala. Tralalero, tralalero, tralalala. Bombardiro, crocodilo. Bombardiro, crocodilo. Baloni, luli, piparello, cocosini.
bombombini, bombombini, bombini, cusini. Patapim pim, patapim pim, patapim pim.
Tong 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 sahur. Cappuccino assassino, cappuccino assassino. Frole frole frola, pinguino fa bla bla bla. Vaca Saturno Saturnita, vaca Saturno Saturnita. Ballerina cappuccina cappuccina ah. Tralala, tralalero, tralalero,
Los
tralala.
lidilitos dicen la di la la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen la di la la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen la di la la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen la di la la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen la di la la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen la di la la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo mo mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen ambalabu, ambalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen amalabu, amalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen ambalabu, ambalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen ambalabu, ambalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen ambalabu, ambalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen ladila, ladila. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las coneguitas dicen ambalabu, ambalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen la di la, la di la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen ambalabu, ambalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen la di la, la di la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen ambalabu, ambalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpancinitos dicen pananini. Los capuchinitos dicen asesini, asesini. Los crocodilitos dicen kabum, kabum, boom. Los lidilitos dicen la di la, la di la. Las capuchinitas dicen capuchina. Las tralaleritas dicen tralalili, tralalili. Las conejitas dicen ambalabu, ambalabu. Los parapim dicen parapim bim, parapim bim. Los tuntuncitos dicen tun sabor. Tralaleritos dicen tralalala, tralalala. Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen mo, mo, mo. Los rulifulitos.
On the main feed, you can use this one as your second stream experience, if you will. We're happy to provide you this coverage. We will be here live for free on YouTube until the final 18. So, you know, I'm kind of hoping that they have to balance players, and we might get Kenny Hollard here, or we might get Leo Margettes, because it would be fun for the dynamic to have a fresh face here. But for now, we're almost 90 minutes into day 8, and we have not lost a single player. Maxim Pisarinko from Russia, winner of the 10K horse last year at the WSOP.
And he's got a big hand here when the small blind limps with about 22 big blinds. We could see him just move all in. There's no trapping with these kind of hands. And he does move all in. And Nemet shakes his head at him. He shows him an ace. So 2 big stacks here, right? Pisarinko and now Minghini. Can you help me with that? Minghini?
Mingini.
Mingini.
Mingini?
Mingini. Okay, I got to look at the 3 letters first. Mingini. So they're the big stacks with 50 bigs and Bojovic.
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 Just having you here to pronounce the names is great. I mean, I'm not saying I'm doing it right, but I'm just saying it with confidence to make it seem as though I know what I'm doing.
Like I said, you're my European translator. But when you look at the rest of the table, Schultzy on 15 bigs, Nemet on 20, Ozamok on 20. Strategies differ for these surrounding players with larger stacks. And Nemet with a big hand on the button, ace-10 suited. And he's raising another 20 big blind stack in Ozamok. And Ozamok with ace-4 suited. Ooh.
Joe Ozamok.
These are dicey spots.
From France, living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania now. A crypto investor, so this man is okay with some risk. And he's just gonna jam. 10 million, almost 11.
And this is going to get called, Remco. There's no way we're going to see ace-10 suited hit the muck. Worst aces could be shoving. Worst 10s could possibly be shoving. And we got a huge all-in confrontation.
All right, so Nemet makes the call. He's the covering stack, so Ozamok's tournament life will be on the line. Nemet's on his way to become a real force again. As I mentioned, one of the more feared players left in the tournament, so no one else is going to enjoy watching him drag a big pot. Oh, final warning for the free roll. We're starting in 1 minute.
Oh my God.
Wow. The 4 comes out. And Ozamok is on his way to double up as Nemet is in search for a 10. Turn is the 8 of clubs. A 10 and a 10 only will send Ozamok to the rail right now. What a turn of events here all of a sudden. River card is the 7 of clubs, and Nemet is going to be left with 1.6 million. And he is all but out of here, but we've seen the Mizrachi come back. The question now is, can Nemet do the same thing?
That is just unbelievably gross in the biggest spot of his poker career. To get unlucky like that when the money just goes in.
By the way, free roll in 1 minute. Play PokerGO.com if you want to join me. We play once an hour on the half hour just for a bit of fun while we watch the main event. So sign up to playpokergo.com.
Nemet's showing his final chips to his rail saying, look, this is all I got, but he has position, he has the cutoff, he can see 6 hands or so before he's forced all in the big blind. And that's unfortunately the pain of tournament poker. It could just come down to just getting lucky or not getting unlucky. And if you see anyone with chips in this tournament, they got very lucky at some point or they didn't get unlucky. And that's just for everybody who remains. And let's see if he can spin that back up, but that's a tough one to swallow.
Bojovic here on 39 million. Just tosses the 7th in the muck in early position.
That hand, Jackie just asked, how much is that hand worth? That hand was probably worth, I'd say, around 600 to 700,000. And Veloso with a top 5 hand here and 2 jacks. And this, again, Pisarinko. Ace queen off. Usually want to get money in here pre-flop, and this could be another all-in confrontation.
We're watching live poker, but it almost feels like a highlight reel with the amount of action we're seeing here.
And this is sick. I mean, if you have some bluffs, they kind of come from around this hand class, but we do see it hit the muck. I think that's good after you just doubled. How much do you really want to pressure luck? But Veloso's not doing anything but all in here. There's no folding, there's no calling. You're up against a big stack who's 3-betting the button. And for these reasons, Pisarinko's going to have a very tough spot. Notice he's not even looking at his opponent. I would kind of be studying my opponent here, but Pisarinko's just fiddling with his stack and looking down at the moment. Now, I don't know if his idea is to 3-bet fold this, but in terms of chips, it's about 25 big blinds. Hijack versus button. This never gets folded in a real-world environment. And it looks like Veloso's going to 4-bet to try to make this look stronger, potentially. Where normally it would just be a 4-bet all-in, I think. Let's see what he does.
Now keep in mind too that some of these players have been playing with each other for many, many hours over the last couple of days, so that could factor into some of these decisions. It's hard for us to know exactly who was with who the whole time, but we got a 4-bet here to 5.2 million. Action back on Pisarinko.
So he misclicked. He didn't put in the appropriate amount, enough for a raise, so it's a min raise. And now this opens the door for Pisarinko to be the all-in aggressor if Veloso's ever bluffing here. It's like a mind game at this point. Oh, I think you're just 3-betting the button, so I'm going to click it back on you. And Pisarinko might read this as strength, but he might read it as a door open for him to just pile in all the money and try to get Veloso to fold some of his bluffs. But let's see. I mean, ace-queen offsuit is a huge hand, and you cover this player. You still have 20 million no matter what. I think this is a pretty good spot. I mean, ace-queen's a pretty good hand.
Now, from my nit perspective, how many, like, quote-unquote 4-bet bluffs or 4-bet get-ins do we have if we're Veloso that doesn't crush ace-queen here?
Look, I'm surprised to see Jax do this. Jax is not that strong of a hand to play like this because you're giving Pisarinko a great price to call.
Right.
If Pisarinko had like ace-queen suited, maybe he opts to see a flop. With ace-queen offsuit, I think it's a little more difficult. This really comes from like queens, kings, and aces.
Right.
So it would be surprising to see from Jax an ace-king offsuit. But it's a great question, Remco. I don't know.
But also the 4-bet here is too small to fold to.
In a real world environment, yes. But 24 left in the main event. We've seen crazier things happen. You just got to ask yourself, if my opponent's ever bluffing, do I have fold equity?
Right.
He's got 11 million back still. He's only put in eight big blinds, let's say. So this looks like it's a huge pot, but it's really not.
Let's say we are bluffing. Pisarinko is probably thinking, what would his sizing be if he bluffs? Is he more likely to bluff small or big?
It's going to be small sizing because it's polar, right? As you talked about the ranges are going to be very polar here. I either have queens or kings or aces, or my ace-x suited, or my king-queen offsuit. Some of the stuff to block the strongest hands here. But I said, like in any other universe, this just goes in. But wow, we see ace-queen hit the muck. Pisarenko's going to be pissed when he sees that hand.
Yeah, but then let's play hypotheticals here for a second, right? Let's say you call there and an ace flops. Like, it's one of the situations where you can never be comfortable, really.
You're comfortable.
Yes?
I mean, yeah, you're just comfortable. I mean, at some point, you got to ignore all the money at stake and play ranges and play poker. You know, if you just look at all the hands, if you see people that, if they're doing that with jacks, then you have to adjust. I don't know, man. It's just, this is such a magical tournament. People just play so awkward. People make so many unreal folds they'll never fold. Where if this is any other tournament, the money's just happily all in there from both players, and they run it. The main event is just this anomaly where you never know what to expect. And Nemet picks up ace-king suited in the face of a Schultzy raise. And he's going to have an opportunity to get some chips back. Cole says ICM so high right now. Yeah, I don't know, man. We all talk about ICM, everybody, but ICM is not a perfect. And we see Bojovic call out of the big blind knowing that the action can't be open. So we're going to go 3 ways here. But just back to a little blurb on ICM. ICM is not a perfect formula for trying to understand how to make the most money in events like this. You could think of future game as being something worthwhile, as we see ace-king suited flop the nut flush draw and currently leads 70% equity. You know, you really want to put yourself in a position to win this tournament. How do you do that? By collecting chips, by getting chips, by winning chips. So I would argue some of this ICM strategy is a little off given that we're not winning any more money until we're down to 18 players. So, and where do you win the most money? At the final table. Where do you win the most money? Top 3.
Right.
So if you're passing on these big spots, as we see ace-king suited going to hold here and triple up, back up to 10 big blinds.
And Nemet's tables ace-king suited, and look at this, the no pair triple up. Once again, welcome to the show. It's a free YouTube feed of Table C. There are 3 tables left in play. If you want to follow along with the main feed, which also includes the other tables, you can do so by becoming a YouTube High Roller member or a PokerGO subscriber. So please enjoy this coverage and consider the other options as well. That, of course, will also include the night shift tonight and the final table, which plays out over the course of 2 days on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Ann Williams in the chat asking, how often do the blinds go up? This is the main event, best poker tournament on the planet. The blinds raise every 2 hours. So that's why you see such caution and maneuverability here, because the blinds raise very slowly. And that's why we also see an average stack of about 40 big blinds here with 23 remaining. Did we see who got eliminated? We see some of the chat asking.
I was just telling Russell in the chat, let's make sure we mention the eliminations in the chat when they happen, so that people can keep track of that. So I'll get you guys caught up here on the bust outs as well.
We are live, chat. For those asking in chat, we are live. Tristan Wade here with Remco Rankema.
Yeah, so Kenny Hollard's still our chip leader on 60 million. Adam Hendricks on 58 million. Those 2 guys, not only phenomenal players, but also with the big stack. So, arriving on the turn here, 9, 10, 10, 7. Schultzy versus Pisarinko.
And yeah, I love this bluff from Schultzy here after the flop goes check, check. And maybe you could argue Pisarinko should have been doing some betting on the flop, but if you check this flop, you kind of are in an ace-high range of maybe calling to beat the Jack X or 8X or heart bluffs from your opponent, but we see him lose that pot.
Lots of commotion in the background. Stuff happening on all the tables. It's truly a spectacle today. Like I said at the start of the show, day 8 is my favorite day because so much still happens and no one's guaranteed a seat at the final table. And we are just enjoying the roller coaster that all these players are on. Nemet's was almost gone. Mangini was almost gone. Mizrachi was almost gone.
Did Mizrachi double up again to 32 million? Someone just said that in the chat. I don't know if that's
No, we can see it right here.
Okay, thank you. He's got 17 million. Chat, please don't lie to us.
We have the Inspector Gadget set up here with all the screens.
Sorry I missed that. I should know better than to listen to believe anything that comes from the chat.
Someone in the chat just said LeBron announces retirement.
And we do have Ponce all in. Ponce all in at the other table doubles up. Ace-King versus Jacks of Dombrowski, and Dombrowski's now going to be about a 10 big blind stack.
And Schultzy from the small blinds has to get through just Parati here.
Remco, 15 big blind shove. When you have an ace here, kind of close, but again, look at how close the equities are. This is a spot where ICM is a definite consideration because it's a big shove for 15 big blinds. And you know this range is going to be wide, but do you want to gamble here with ace-4 and run it?
Call.
Christopher Lord. Donnie Peters finished in 163rd place, and we do see an all-in and a call, Remco.
Wow, Pirati makes the call, 18.8 million. Schultz's tournament life on the line with 7-8 suited, and you know, as you can see, basically 50-50 here versus ace-4.
And I told Donnie Peters I got 163rd in the main one
That's
year,
so
we're
wild.
kind of main brothers or
Right.
whatever you want to call it.
All right, here comes the flop. King, queen, jack. Very uninspiring for Schultzy, who's looking for a 7 or an 8 with 2 8s already folded. This is tough. Not even a fun sweat. 5 of spades on the turn. Sebastian Schultzy from Hanover, Germany, now living in Vienna, Austria. Looking for a miracle, but it doesn't come in. The 3 hits the river, and Pirati claims a scalp. Sebastian Schultzy is going to be our 23rd place finisher. And we just got a little more short-handed here at table C.
Great run. Great run. Like, there's nothing to be, I mean, anyone who's made it this far, you guys have just done phenomenal. I know it hurts. We saw his heart sink there, but there's only going to be one winner.
Yep. And Schultzy collects $360,000 for his efforts. And that is the payout until we reach the final 17 players. So the money bubble is basically one player off from the redraw. And they do this so that it keeps the play active on 2 tables instead of 3. So you have 2 9-handed tables play in the money bubble as opposed to having 3 short-handed tables play in the money bubble, where there's always going to be an uneven amount of players.
I'm having a conversation with Mr. Jack Ethel after this series. He's a buddy. We can chat. We're good friends. And I think we need to do something about the payouts just to make it a little less heavy in the jumps, where maybe we see more incremental pay jumps,
Right.
where then we don't have to worry about stalling as much. We don't have to worry about such big jumps where people are, you know, and do something a little more feasible where it's just incremental. And I think that could be kind of a solution to spreading some of the money out too. Because we obviously know these payouts are always going to be top heavy. We always want to see people play for the win and what have you. And this is pretty cool hand here. Mangini 3-betting ace-5 suited, knowing Pisarinko is kind of getting out of line a little bit here. The Jack-9 offsuit under the gun 1. You know, imagine if we just had pay jumps like every 2 bust outs or every 1 bust out, and it was just like.
But then there's
something
then
more.
there's more consideration for stalling.
But
Every single time.
not if they're smaller payouts.
Yeah, but
Because look, what do we go to next? We
It's
go
a
from
ni- it's a-
360K to 450K.
yeah, it's a 90K pay jump.
That's a lot of money.
But there's also 9 eliminations without a pay jump.
I understand that.
So just to keep everyone updated, it was Richard Freitas who busted in 24th place. He had King 9 versus Ace 9 on a 9-high flop. Joey Padron took his chips. He's up to 42 million.
Oh, the dealer lets that hand stay. He did not make his chair by the last hand hitting the button, but the dealer lets Bojovic off the hook here, and let's see what Bojovic is dealt. The worst hand in poker, 7-deuce offsuit. But yeah, just imagine, what if the pay jumps were like 10K from 24 to 18? It was just like 10K a jump. Like, sure, it seems like, oh, people might stall more, but when you're making 360K and it goes 370, 380, there wouldn't really be stalling. But whatever, it's just an idea that we can discuss.
$1 million for the final 9. That's going to be tonight. That's going to be during the night shift with Nick and Ali. That's what it's all about. 3 tables remaining in the main event. We are here live until we get to 18, just so you know.
Ooh, Nemet's with an easy call, King 8 offsuit. Sub 10 big blinds when the small blind shoves. Knows the small blind just jamming like half the deck more or less into him. And 5-6 offsuit, kind of dicey here. Like, against someone who studies Nemet's, maybe you just want to fold that hand. It's only 6 high, but we're running this, Remco. Big favorite for Nemet's.
All right,
Oh my
6-4-3
gosh.
comes out, and Veloso hits a pair and a straight draw, and now Nemet's looking for a king or an 8. Turn is the queen of spades, and the dealer making quick work of this. 10 million in the middle. Nemet's on the ropes, looking for a king or an 8, or he will be our 22nd place finisher. And the river is the 7 of hearts, and that is it. Nemet's eliminated in 22nd place. One of the most feared players in the tournament, Stefan Nemet from Vienna, Austria, now on the rail. He's going to eclipse $1 million in total live earnings with this result, but he was obviously hoping for a whole lot more, and now we are down to 21. Little flurry of eliminations here.
Just like that. Just like that. Yeah, we got a lot of short stacks, even though the average stack is deep. Now, look at how these stacks have kind of evened out at this table. We got rid of 2 short stacks, and everyone working with about 40 plus big blinds now. So I doubt we see a whole lot of all-in confrontations unless we just see 2 more monsters clash.
All right, so again, we are live on YouTube for free until the final 18, until we lose this entire table. If you want to watch full coverage, click the link in the chat on YouTube to find our members feed, select the high roller plan to get in the mix, and then also on PokerGO.com you can of course watch the full feed. We have annual plans on the discount, $20 off. That's going to be WSOP 25YT. And right now, it looks like we're waiting for a player.
Yeah, we are waiting for a player from Mizraki and Hallert's table.
Ooh, this is a good sweat. This is a good sweat.
Yeah, we got some Dunaway has 65 million. Hallert has 56 million. Woznok has 30 million. Greg with 24 million, and a couple short stacks. Guerra, Iachan, Mizraki around 25 big. So let's see after this hand plays out at the other table who is going to join us here at table C. And appreciate everyone in the chat for joining us. We got a minute to kill, so if you guys have any questions for Remco or I, give us a second. But yeah, we appreciate all the love. Thanks for joining us here on this glorious Sunday. Sunday is one of those never miss poker days for anyone who plays online poker. I've missed many weddings, family engagements, times with friends and family just to grind my ass off in this poker world. Can you still buy into this tournament? No, you cannot. You could buy in till late day 2, but yeah, we are now on, what is this, day 7 of the main event? Day 8. Oh my God, day 8. We find out who makes the final 9.
And I think we're getting Iachan with only 8.7 million coming to our table here.
Someone asked, how do they pick? Usually the next big blind is going to get picked from the table. So I think that's what we see, Iachan getting moved over. And he only is bringing 9 million with him, so we will have 1 short stack, which that's going to look like a feast to these 40 big blind stacks. Someone with only 15 big blinds coming in, and there we see.
If you're just catching us on YouTube for the first time, please know that we have daily highlights on the channel as well. We want to provide a little bit of everything for everyone. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. The highlights get released every night, overnight. So stay tuned for those. And make sure to like this video. Let's bring this baby up to 5,000 likes. And also please know that we're live until the final 18 on this YouTube feed. And we're getting Lachlan Iachan at the table, and Iachan is going to be looking around thinking, man, I'm going to get bullied here. He's got no chips. Everyone else very comfortable.
Well, look, he only has no chips because he took the sickest beat you can take in poker, kings versus aces, and that's how he lost most of his stack about an hour ago. So he's actually in a great position because when you're the only short stack at a table full of big stacks, maybe you can pick up blinds by shoving on their opens appropriately. So, you know, Remco, you just got to take what you're dealt in this world, and we see him come right here into the big blind where there's only one big blind, I think. And Veloso is putting the pressure on him right away.
Of course.
The Queen 8 suited.
Only a big blind, no small blind.
Button's gonna stay.
And thanks to PokerGo for putting on this free coverage. You know, this is quite the production you guys have. So many people that are a part of this operation, and this is such a big event. So just to get everyone this added coverage that you guys have done the last week or so, I know how much has been put behind that. So shout out to PokerGo for doing that.
By the way, we have a new chip leader, Braxton Dunaway, up to over 60 million. He took chips from Lee at the feature table, now on 67 million. So the wild card that I spoke about earlier is definitely living up to the hype.
So Braxton Dunaway trying to run away with the chip lead?
The Dunaway runaway.
The Dunaway runaway.
Love it.
If he hits 100 million anytime soon, that name might stick.
For those asking about the YouTube High Roller members, just click the link that we have pinned in the YouTube chat. You'll get redirected to our members feed.
Yichan all in here with the Queen 7 suited for about 12.5 bigs. Pisarinko shows him 7-4 off, can't call that.
And once you land on the members feed, you click on join and then select High Rollers and you get the sub. And let's go.
Leo Margaret's still in with 24 million for all those asking in chat. The last remaining female player. We're hoping to see her at the final table for sure.
I forgot to tell you, I brought pastries.
Oh man, what kind of pastries are we looking at here? Oh baby, smells delicious.
Let me know your favorite pastry in the chat. We got a croissant, we have a pain chocolat, and we have an apple turnover.
Don't make me say any of those.
Rank them in order.
That's the apple?
Yeah.
That's the
pain chocolat. It's just chocolate inside.
Why do you guys say it like
chocolate
that?
croissant.
Why can't you just say
it's just
chocolate?
that's what it's called.
Chocolat.
That's what it's called. I'm sorry.
These would be my top two.
Yeah.
I need something to put on this one. Probably.
Really? Yeah, but that's because you're American.
Exactly.
You're not used to quality.
We need toppings here in America.
Yeah, because the bread sucks.
That's true.
You're a Subway guy. You already.
I know that was my past.
You already admitted to that.
We got donuts. We got apple fritter here. Cream-filled donuts, of course. Boston cream. Cinnamon rolls. Fry pies.
Fry pie.
Cheese Danish. That's a good one, Murphy. Cookie Monster for 7 Lizard. Samo says muffins in Vegas are $15.
On the strip, yes. Pisarenko with King 5 off is going to attack Ozamok's big blinds. Ozamok on the turd just makes the call with the 9-7. Tristan's going to deny the pastry.
Maybe later.
What a square. By the way, shout out Café du Vegas. They have 3 locations. You know, no free ads, but still, if you want some good pastries and good coffee, Café Central, Café du Sud, and Café du Val, 3 locations. They are my favorite. All right, flop here. Ace-3-7, all diamonds. Ozamok pairing a 7 and with diamonds. Obviously, we don't have to give Pisarenko immediate credit for an ace.
Yeah, he's raising the small blind. These blind-on-blind battles are very wide ranges. As we see King 5 offsuit be in the range, 9-7 offsuit be in a calling range. But this is a very welcome flop if you're Ozamok, the in-position player, and only facing a small bet. And Pisarenko's going to have some ideas probably to maybe double barrel or even triple barrel this depending on the run out. but maybe this is a card where he wants to slow down now that he's picked up some showdown value with a pair of fives. And interesting for Ozamok now, when check 2, you got to kind of question how many ace-X of my opponents would they check the turn. And I think there's quite a few when, let's say you had ace-10 without a diamond. That might not want to play a monster pot. As we see Ozamok get the 100% check mark, rivering trip 7s. And Pisarinko probably has ideas of checking or maybe a small bet and try to target like a 3. But this is dicey.
And Pisarinko is going to take a small stab here for 1.3.
Now what do you think, chat? If you are Ozamok here in the big blind and you got the 9-7, and your opponent's bet 1.3 million, there's 6.5 million in the pot. Are we just gonna call here, or are we gonna put in a raise? And if you are gonna raise, what are you gonna raise to? Now remember, the turn went check, check. After Pisarinko raised pre-flop, he bet the flop, and then he checked the turn. So you gotta kind of put him on a range of hands. We see Firefox user said, gotta raise. C-Money says snap call. See a lot of raising coming here from the chat. Sky, Salty, John, Cardiac. We see calls too. I see a lot of calls coming in. But Ozamok goes with the right option, I think, here. You block flushes, and you could maybe rule out flushes of your opponents for checking the turn. So we do see Ozamok now come with a value raise. And Pisarinko just has a bluff catcher at this point. Chris says raise doesn't get a call always. But let's say your opponent has an ace here. Would they call with an ace? You know, we're not really targeting a 5, although a 5 is a bluff catcher. We're targeting someone who has an ace. But a 5 is a targetable hand as well. You know, a 5 is a bluff catcher. So yeah, I see a lot of people saying raise in here. Now Pisarinko might be thinking, well, the turn could go check, check. Do you have that many flushes to play this way? So he might appropriately range Ozamok to a 7 and only a 7 if he's going to try to bluff at this. He does have the 5 of diamonds. He blocks some full houses and he blocks some flushes. But who knows what will happen here. Could Ozamok be turning a hand like a King X of diamonds or a Queen X of diamonds into a bluff? Or just a hand like Jack 9 with a diamond into a bluff? Pisarinko counting out chips, trying to get a read on his opponent.
Wow. Very nice value raise there from Ozamok, and he's up to 29 million, just like that.
Just like that. And people in the chat wanted to call. That's why you raise. He thought about it with a 5, paid it off with a 5. Very well executed there by Ozamok.
All right, so 20 left in the main. We are streaming for free on YouTube this table, Table C, until the final 18. So So keep that in mind. If you want to watch the full feed, PokerGO.com, or if you get a YouTube High Roller membership, click the link in the chat and hit the join button, select High Rollers, and you can continue watching. That's going to also give you, of course, access to Final Table, Night Shift, all that good stuff. And we got future content planned as well. High Stakes Poker new episodes. The membership feed is full of additional content. A small update from the outer tables. Leo Margettes is still on 23 million. Adam Hendricks is on a tear so far. He is up to 69 million. He just busted Schwartzberg, so that brought us down to the final 20. And Kenny Hollard, for the first time in about a day and a half, finding a bit of resistance on our main feature table, down to 47 million. Dunaway, runaway on 76 million.
Wow. That's so many. That's 125 big blinds right here.
Bojovic 1.2. Ozamok with the call. Mingini now to act in the big blind.
These aren't really the hands you want to take multi-way, but obviously it's okay for one big blind. If that was any worse, like A6 off or A7 off, we might have just seen it hit the muck, given these positions. Bojovic flops the best hand. And he does have some backup here with backdoor hearts. So we do see him check back. And Boomska, 3 sevens. It's a jackpot here in Las Vegas, folks. Yeah, we do have Adam Hendricks up to 69 million. That's piles for another very experienced, great player left in the main event.
Mangini comes with 2.1 million on the turn here. Bojovic awaiting, or I guess contemplating, how this hand can develop, how he can make the most money here as he makes trips to the turn.
Yeah, Mangini's going to have the most 7x out of all the ranges because he's going to have suited 7x, 6-7 offsuit, 7-8 offsuit, maybe 7-9 offsuit, you know, king 7 offsuit. So he just comes with a bet, turning his hand into a bluff. Bojovic, he might want to come with a raise now because he could get a lot of money from weaker 7x holdings, but he might also just call to kind of trap and keep in this wide big blind range.
There comes the raise. 7.2, big raise.
Yeah, I think he's just targeting like the best hands that Mangini could have there and really hoping he's got the last 7 in the deck. Grinder update. Grinder has 15 million, I believe. So he's still in.
Looks like we're going on a break. Yeah, we are going on break. All right, 20-minute break, give or take. We'll be back with more coverage until the final 18. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back in 20 minutes for continued coverage of day 8 of the World Series of Poker main event.
I'm not afraid to do what I have to do.
You know, my
Still bittersweet, not getting what we all want, which is at least final table or winning. But yeah, happy with the run, happy with how I played, and try again next year.
And something unique about this run was you're playing with Diego, one of your friends. I know the whole group chat came to support. What was that experience like? Seems pretty once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it's really amazing to have a friend and playing with him. I also had another friend, not Mexican, but lives in Mexico, which we played together also. Yeah, it's just amazing to share this experience with friends.
Great run at it. Thank you for your time.
So are the final 40 some odd. On the turn, pot grew, and then on the river, the third barrel from Arai. 5.2 million, and in terms of sizing in relation to that 7 million that was out there, does this third barrel read value or desperation?
I would say it just reads a difficult size to navigate against. It could be value, it could be a bluff. It does get through the ace, such a great card to bluff. Bravo, sir. This Araya has shown a lot of
play some big pots.
chutzpah. Yes, wow, look at you. Look at you, Ali. Say a word at the same time as me again, my friend. See what happens.
Good shot, straight draw, and the backdoor clubs, of course, that which motivated the 7 high to fire. All right. Part of that Japanese delegation that has rolled very deep.
Here with Octavian Vogel, who told me that you're playing the main for the first time. You free rolled into this thing. How?
Yeah. So a couple of months ago, my wife and I were talking about if we should come all as a family, and then we had a few things come up at work, and we're like, nah, we won't do it. And then I played like some mystery bounty tourney on GG, and one of the bounties was a ticket into one of the satellites, and then I won the satellite. So then I said, it's not transferable, now we have to go. So picked up the kid and wife, and yeah, over we came. First time in the main, yeah, going pretty well.
So what's the response right now from your kids, your wife, your friends that are watching? Because it's day 7 and you're very much alive.
Yeah, so my wife, I flew out 3 days earlier to play a little bit, and then my wife came with our 3.5-year-old on like a 24-hour flight, and now she had to fly back with the 3.5-year-old, so I feel very bad about that. She's a trooper. And now she's worried that if I go make the final table, she's going to have to come again with the 3.5-year-old. So right now, I'm kind of really feeling bad for my wife.
Hey, that would be a good problem to have, though. I'm just curious in general, this experience, what is it like? How would you describe it to someone who's dreamed of playing the main event? Because you're doing this for the first time.
It's everything I hope for and more, obviously. Like, wouldn't have thought that I'd go that deep straight away in the first main event. But yeah, it's an amazing experience. Obviously, like, this is the best event of the year. WSOP is everything everybody dreams of. So yeah, it's been awesome.
Good luck to you. I'm going to send you back to your seat. Hopefully your wife has to book that flight, by the way.
I hope so too, yeah.
Thanks for the time.
I hope they let him know if he was missing hands. That was a while there. Oh my.
Well, hang on. What do we have here?
Going on with 3 players in the hand.
I didn't say anything about the hand. What are you talking about?
There's 3 players in the hand and there's speech going on.
There's no speech. I didn't say anything about my hand. I'm saying the 2 people was all in. I didn't say anything about my hand. Why are you trying to be a nuisance, Kenny? You're sponsored PokerStars Pro. You're embarrassing yourself.
Was the razor Kasu flatted?
I'm stating a fact. I've called, so obviously I have a hand. That's all I said. So I'm not wasting time tanking with nothing like 7 deuce because I've called pre-flop. That's my point, right? That's all I'm trying to say. I didn't say anything about my hand or their hand. Just to clarify.
Can we see at the blinds?
Trying to get me a penalty.
Getting it in.
You should know better than that. As a sponsored PokerStars Pro, it's embarrassing. I just stated the fact. That's all. I wasn't even talking to them. And you're not in the hand, so please don't make any comments. Thank you.
I'm in this tournament. I have the right to.
Yeah, but don't try to call the floor on me. I'm talking about the hand. Don't give them wrong information. Don't lie to the floor.
You said it before, Ali, that holler might...
I got a hand because I called pre-flop. It's not rocket science.
Secondly speaking, he's just wasting time thinking.
I'm not wasting time. Have a look at my... You want to come have a look at my hand? Okay, don't worry.
Clock appears to be the single-syllable antidote to all that ails.
Yeah, I wonder how many times that word has been uttered.
Countless. By the way, I did say it was a raise and a call. Then we saw the 4-bet and the jam as ace-king and 2 10s collide. The hopes of Milomem hang on 20 miles. And Ace King has already managed to upset a pocket pair on the day here at this very table, but on this occasion, it isn't looking quite as likely. Queen 4 deuce, spade coverage for Vecino with the 2 overcards. 10.7 million chip
My point was,
pot.
I wasn't wasting time, Kenny. I'm not in hand.
Murillo,
Okay, I was explaining to Kenny.
Milomem.
I was trying to explain to
at their respective words, but what doesn't this guy do?
Yeah.
You know? That's very impressive, though, you know? And here he is trying to win the main. He might add main event winner to all of these.
Well, earlier this summer, Mizrachi added 4-time Poker Players Championship winner. If you want to talk about impressive resumes when it comes to poker, he has made his case, and the ace-queen making its own here. 6 1/4, the open. Mangini, king-jack offsuit. First observations of Jared on the day. Just shy of $1 million in career tournament earnings for the 37-year-old businessman. Originally from Snowshoe, West Virginia. That's a state that's given us one of poker's finest, Jason Coon, famously from the coal belt.
Very much, and choosing to 3-bet a hand that does 3-bet a lot. Will it work against the grinder? We'll find out. Does Mr. Gibbons want to take a stand with these 9s?
Raise and 3-bet in front of us, obviously some tarnish on an otherwise attractive holding.
You would think he's out, especially given the positions of Mizrachi and Mangini.
Margettes now, Leo. Last woman standing in the event. King 10 suited. Not enough. Now back around to Mizrachi. He doesn't waste any time. 4-betting to 8.5 million. Boy, that came in quick.
You know he had his mind made up. I've always loved that about the grinder.
He's just telling this gentleman it's going to be for your life if you want to dance. And the ace-queen in particular, Nick, we find varied sentiments about that specific holding. Ace-jack less so, but that one is the cuspiest in terms of do we just step aside or do we activate? And we can see the grinder with the aggressive reputation choosing the latter.
I was noodling over whether. Nice hand, Michael.
That says a nice hand. It's a nice raise.
To qualify jam. If I jam 9 big,
really short.
9 big blinds in your ass, you know enough.
Wish you did.
Ace tray. No bueno. Has Beckenstein gone to the cold neck towel?
Everything good?
You know, I don't know if that's a cold neck towel, but perhaps.
Everything's great.
You know, I've driven by some construction sites out here in the Vegas Valley over the summer, and that's
I don't know. It's good for me.
an oft-utilized technique. And the lights are hot out there, Nick. You know this. You play on that feature, you know, it gets toasty. Guerra applying a toast with Jack 10 offsuit. Margettes in the small.
You know, sometimes an idea for Margettes here is to favor shoving slightly lower pairs for kind of anti-blocker properties and calling sometimes the 6s through 8s perhaps. It's all close and murky, but and for the grinder in the face of the cutoff open small blind flat, looks like he's cutting out the squeeze.
Yep.
And if he does, Margettes may go with these 7s in the form of a back jam.
Guerra most certainly will not be a part of this, as Mizrachi brings the altimeter to 2.5 million.
I don't believe nobody anymore.
You gotta stop playing Little League ball sometime, bro, you know.
And there it is, as you suspected, Margettes wagging a finger in the face
Ladies,
of Mizrachi's.
gentlemen, good luck.
Sietes contra 10. Sietes.
Updates being delivered promptly by Leo to her rail as she's got the best of it. Delighted to know that.
Yeah, but she should have folded. I believe that. She's called this moment. She called it all off. A7.
The Barcelona native,
Seven.
professional poker player, podcast host, poker coach.
Vamos.
2 million plus in career tournament earnings with a 4% advantage. Looking to avoid getting grinded.
What do you have, 5 million?
Yeah, 6. Cost 5
You on 5? I've never seen you call in the small blind before.
Siete, pero un 2. Prepara, un 2, un rey, un 2, un 2.
I don't speak, you know, but I believe she said set, although he has the Broadway draw working.
She wants a queen, she said.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't it. No reina. No gracias. 10 doesn't change a thing. Plenty of sets of fingers are crossed back on that rail. Let's keep it queen free, dealer. Por favor.
Oh, yes.
And that'll work. Was that the grinder, by the way?
I don't think it was. I think it was Gibbons, who's definitely not. Huge double for Margettes. Embraces the rail.
Oh, yeah, they're loving it.
Like flatted, I raised 2.5.
Focus, pero me apetecía un abracito.
What a moment for her, by the way. She has a bracelet, Nick, from the fashion to go to an all-in and a call over at table C. What are the particulars? There it is, Boyevich and Hesse. Kings against ace-king. Boyevich, the covering stack, that is the good news. The bad, of course, we can see on our screen. 18 and change in the middle. Will the dreaded ace magnets draw the needle? They will not. Queen Jack 8. Oh no. On the turn, it isn't the 10, but rather the ace that dashes the hopes for the time being of Hesse. A single king is the only path to victory. A 10 to carve it up. And instead, is a 5, and that hurts.
What a run from Hesse. It's 240 waiting at the window.
Man, right? How have you got 2 haters to that side? Do you know these women?
I believe the woman in yellow just mouthed, "I hate you."
I do not envy your life. If you live with these women, God bless you, man. God bless you. God bless you. I wish you all the luck in the world. God bless you. Are you with these 2 women? You don't know them? So you got a hater either side? They're amazing, but they both hate me and you like me. This is what I mean, thin line between love and hate. It's the thin, I don't know, it's the thinnest of lines. Thin line, love, hate, thin line. It really is, it really is. You can tell just from the rail. Hater, lover, hater, lover, hater.
The thinnest of things right now is the ice upon which Kasuf is treading.
Hater, lover, hater, in between. You love it. You love punishment, right? Why are you standing in between 2 haters? Just curious, bro. Just curious. I love the
Hooks
look.
for Vecino.
You're looking like a boss. The whole camera crew's on you. You're standing in between
Shout
the 2
out to
hating
Eric
women.
Ridgway,
But
Bottled Water OP, and Christina Thomas, who all stepped in promptly to advise that that little
if they're ugly men
character
hating me, you wouldn't stand
with
there,
the
right? You'd be
fists,
with
the
my
rock,
buddies over here.
is
I
from
got you, bro.
Pokemon. Nick.
Yeah, ask her number, ask her
Geodude
digits.
is what he's called.
Digits.
Okay.
Ask
Thank
her
you for
digits as
that.
well. Get both their numbers. And we'll go double dating. We'll go double dating.
Oh, I don't know if that's
I've
gonna
never
work.
dated a hater. Never dated a beautiful hater like one of these two. Beautiful, beautiful. How much is this?
Kasuf, I
Do
mean,
you have any haters? Have you met any beautiful haters like this on the road? Unbelievable. Most beautiful haters in the world. God bless America.
By the way, honey, any region of the world, I know how to say 9 high like a boss.
Yeah. Nemet's
Nemet's with
ace
ace
king.
king.
Problematic spot for him. Similar stack depth to Vecino.
It's just going in. Good luck, gentlemen.
Haven't said his name much on the day. Stefan Nemet, hometown of Vienna, Austria, now lives in Perkersdorf, Austria. Just shy of $1 million in career tournament earnings. Professional poker and soccer player. Bachelor's degree in sports management and good taste in quarter zips, if I do say so myself. So the 3-bet, which we all anticipated, does come in. We're off to the races. 9.6 million in the middle. Nemet's covering slightly.
Aus, Kokosnüsse. Keine Nüsse, die Kokosnüsse, oder? Das ist das. Was ist das? Das ist nicht die Kokosnüsse, oder?
Let's see after that.
9-8-7. Not what we had in mind with ace king.
That's more fun, right? You take 3 of clubs, right?
Overpair in the gutter.
3 of clubs. You guys happy? 3 of clubs? Deutschland, for Deutschland.
Juan Carlos
Affe, los. 3 of clubs.
holding. Hauling in the spoils.
You and him both going to win? Nice hand. Nice hand. What did I tell you?
GG's as he awaits official accounting and adds 240,000 to his career tournament earnings of 1.4 million.
Kindness goes a long
Originally
way.
from Malaga, now lives in Cardiff, Wales.
This goes to show.
The address.
Yeah. And
Couple of 9s for Margettes.
She seems to be surging here.
yeah.
A click. Now, Mizrachi has been pesky and obviously a force to be reckoned with. Direct left, unpleasant presence. This doesn't look like a flat. And you know, I don't think either of us are surprised, and perhaps none of you at home either. The grinder, so none of you at home either. The grinder, so.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are still here live on YouTube for free with bonus coverage of Table C of the 2025 main event. 20 players left. We are with you until the final 18, and then we will say our farewells and send you over to Jeff and Brent on the main feed. Again, watch the main feed on PokerGO.com. That's your best value. Or the High Roller membership on YouTube, which is also a lot of fun. I was in the chat there all night last night. We had a good time with the night shift. So once again, Jeff and Brent on the call. The night shift starts, I want to say, at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And we are streaming tonight on PokerGO and for members until the final 9. No matter what happens, we are going to the final 9 because the players have to get a day off tomorrow before the final table starts on Tuesday. Tristan, set a line for me. It's 4:30 p.m. almost in Las Vegas. At what time will they get down to the final 9?
Ooh, final 9. That's tough. I'm going to say by 10 p.m.
Oh, wow. 10 p.m. So that's 8 more hours of poker. So, sorry, 6, 5 and a half.
5 and a half. To get from 18 to 9 will go, I don't want to say fast, but depending the stacks, and we do see a couple short stacks out there, when the blinds start getting up there, it's just inevitable clash of big hands, and that's that.
All right, so we are on table B here. We have Iachan with most of our attention focused on him, as we are getting word right now that on table B, it's Dombrowski fighting for his life against Leo Margettes. Margettes has him absolutely crushed. Could be done here on the turn, and it is. So we lose Dombrowski in 19th place, or sorry, 20th place. We're down to 19. Margettes, meanwhile, up to 29 million. So we are, quote unquote, on the bubble now. That is the bubble for the final 2 players, final 2 tables, excuse me. And once they get down to 18, that's when we have a money bubble. So to make this more confusing, we'll get down to 2 tables of 9, and then there is a money jump from 360,000 to 450,000. Here's Iachan with kings, and Veloso makes it 1.6 million. We got a no-brainer shove here, and does Veloso have a call here? He must.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's close. In any other situation, you wouldn't be folding to an 11 big blind shove with ace-10 offsuit. But in this situation, maybe you do. You know, look at the positions here. We got under the gun and under the gun 1. So if you can rule out like 5s and 6s and 7s from your opponent's range, but wait, 9s behind is a lot stronger of a holding than ace-10 offsuit. So I don't know. Again, like I was speaking, you have an under the gun open and under the gun 1 shove for 11 big blinds. If Mangini thinks that Iachan shoving like 6s, 7s, and 8s, then he might flick in a call here. But this is tough. I don't have an absolute answer for you, Remco.
All right, so Mangini thinking here with 9s. Iachan also important here, new player, right? These guys haven't seen him yet today. Obviously, he's all in on a short stack. He's got kings, whatever. But, you know, it does matter a little bit that they haven't gotten too much info on him.
And the other thing that's more important for Mangini is the fact that he has 3 players left to act behind him. The small blind, the big blind, and the opener who opened under the gun. So if you wanted to practice avoidance, this would be probably a good spot to. But I don't know if we could fold much better hands. I don't think 10s ever hit the muck here. We do see Iachan with a better hand. But in terms of range, Mangini might want to call this, and he's going to make a disciplined fold. And this is why! Oh my gosh!
Wow! Bojovic with queens in the small blind, and he must be salivating right now, but he'll soon find out that this is not the right spot for him.
I mean, he's going to see it's not the right spot, but you're right. He's salivating indeed. He's definitely going to at least call this. And I think call is really like most of your options here. You could call to trap. I don't really think you want to have much of a re-raising range here in these spots because the under the gun player is going to play very honestly moving forward.
So Bojovic, is Bojovic trying to act weak to induce something from Veloso? Is that even a consideration? Is queen strong enough for that?
I don't think anyone wants to be jammed on here in this spot this deep in the main event. I think he's going to call and just hope that the other players fold. So he's coming with a raise. He's thinning the field, it looks like.
And the snap fall from Veloso. Iachan in a terrific spot to double up to 20 million.
1 queen in the muck, queen of clubs hit the muck.
Yeah, and Bojovic can stomach this. He's got 31 million behind.
Yeah, just unlucky, honestly, if you have queens. We talked about the nines folding, right? Like, what's Iachan's shoving range really? And queens is well ahead of it.
All right, so awaiting the flop here. 19 players remaining in the main event. Iachan at risk of being knocked out. But Iachan is well out in front here. Only one queen left in the deck. And it comes 4-7-2 all hearts.
Baby.
And Bojovic with the heart. Are you kidding me?
If you don't have heart to stomach these kind of runouts in this game, don't play poker.
Oh my God. This is so gross. Iachan sick to his stomach, awaiting the turn in river, but at least the turn is clean here. So a heart or a queen. River card is the jack of spades, safe card, and there it is, double fist pump from Iachan, who is way back in it.
Yeah, after losing the monster pot, kings versus aces, for 40 million plus a while back, he finds himself back in it here with 25 big blinds, up to 20 million.
All right, so again, if you're just joining us on YouTube, this is our free Table C stream. We're on the stream bubble. If we lose a player, stream is done. So are we just rooting for double ups?
Yeah, of course. We want to stay here longer.
So if you are curious how to watch more of this, PokerGO.com, obviously. Annual sub on a discount, WSOP 25 YT saves $20. And then on the High Roller membership tier on YouTube, you can also keep watching.
And notice Veloso being racked up. He's going to be moved to another table. We have 6 players here. There's going to be 6 at another table and 7 at another table.
Yeah, for the speed of the game, I think it's good that in this specific situation, there's no money jump. I think that it's much better to have that be on 2 tables, because otherwise you have 3 tables stalling versus now only 2 tables. So playing down to 9, the main event final table will be known tonight. Monday, no poker, day off. I think we saw the stat at the start of the day. These players have already played 68 hours to get to this point, so a well-deserved day off.
Yeah, I mean, now after today's play, that's up to what, 72 hours of poker with no stops? I mean, there were some intermediate times from your day 1A to day 2 and your day 2 to day 3 where you had a day or a couple days off. But ever since day 3, it's non-stop poker, and it's the most heightened sense of playing poker because you're just deeper and deeper in the world's biggest and best tournament.
Iachan not going to sit on his hands here. He's going to make the call from the big blind with King 10 off. Ace 8 deuce, 2 diamonds.
Dombrowski was eliminated. Conrad McBad, he was only a 5 big blind stack, and he was previously eliminated in 20th place just moments ago. So Bojovic here raising the button. These ace-high boards normally just want to bet your range because you hold all the stronger ace-x holdings. But Iachan has a easy hand to continue with in the face of a small bet, but in face of a bigger bet, he makes a fold with the king of diamonds and 10 of hearts. Michael Mizrachi, the grinder, still in at the other table, working on about 14 million in chips.
For those asking, talking, and speculating on the TV coverage of this event, same amount of episodes as always being made from these shows. However, they go to CBS now instead of ESPN, and those, as Tristan and I talked about yesterday off air, those are on repeat all the time, everywhere. And we have over 100 hours of main event coverage on YouTube alone.
The grinder currently has 19 million in chips.
I was going to say, grinder up to 19 million, just won a pot with kings. Just wanted to say that we have all 3 tables running on our secondary screen. I'm kind of shocked at how much action there is. It's like everywhere.
Yeah, we're in the matrix right now. This is exactly where we want to be. This is the pinnacle of poker right now. We're just spectating, like, who's got a better seat in the house than us?
And Iachan now, blind battle versus Pisarinko. Just going to limp in with ace-4. How do we generally approach these blind battles, which for many players can be overwhelming?
This is really difficult. With ICM, you're dealing with a $90,000 pay jump in 2 spots. Iachan's just on the verge of wanting to just move all in with a lot of his ace-X for 20 bigs. Now, that strategy probably alters a bit at this tournament, at this stage in this specific tournament, and that's why we see him playing more of a call strategy. He's a little above 20 bigs. And Pisarinko is about to flop him dead, and I think we're just going to see a very passive strategy here from the small blind, more or less.
So quick check on the flop here. 8 of diamonds on the turn. Pisarinko now with 2 pair and the check mark.
Yes, he said, Iachan's blue sweater, where can I find it? I'm not sure. That is a pretty cool sweater, though.
Okay, I choose the other one.
There is an anchor on his side symbol, and like I said, the rope is kind of like a fisherman's rope. It's a thick rope. So maybe there is some kind of, I don't know. No free ads, like Remco says, but
some nautical shop.
Yeah, nautical kind of, those are your hints to try to find that somewhere.
For those wanting to sign up to PokerGO.com, you can save $20 on your annual membership using promo code WSOP25YT. Get in the mix right now. We have tons of coverage, content, episodes, live streams coming up, even well beyond the main event.
Yeah, Dunaway, almost a runaway. Like I said, 80 million now. The next biggest stack is Adam Hendricks with 67 million. And then after that, I don't think we see anyone except it's Pardon with 43 million. So really nice recovery from him, doubling his stack after making a big fold with 10s earlier in the day.
Bojovic 1.6 here. By the way, we're playing 400, 800K. The next level, 1 million big blind.
1 million chips. And this is where the jumps get pretty considerable. 300, 600 to 400, 800.
Yep.
The average stack is probably around...
Was it 40 bigs?
It was 40 bigs previously. It's
Yeah.
probably going to be closer to 35 now. Although I'm not certain exactly what it is.
Russell in the chat coming in with the details. 38 big blind average. There we go.
Thank you, Russell. You're the man.
So we are on the live stream bubble here on YouTube. Lose one more player, stream is done. It is what it is. Table C will then be removed from play. These players will be spread out across the final 2 tables.
Thomas Lang.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Remco.
No, go
Coach
ahead.
off. Thomas Lang said it's Nakatono. They stopped producing, unfortunately. I have the sweater. I loved it to bits. Just a little insight.
Oh,
there.
that's the sweater.
That's the sweater brand.
Nakatano.
Maybe you could offer to buy Ia-chan's sweater from him. I don't know if it might be immortalized in Poker Hall of Fame if he somehow wins this tournament. But maybe we can get him to put it on eBay for all you bidders out there that like it.
Pisarinko makes it 1.6 now. And, we are playing 6-handed here. It changes the game dramatically, and they've been playing 9-handed for 68 hours. Do you think this short phase, potentially, is going to have some kind of impact?
Yeah. I think with all these stacks that we see, they're all 30 big blinds plus, except for Ia-chan. I think you're going to see a little bit of maybe more aggression, more activity, but that's because every player starts from the low jack forward. So low jack, high jack, cutoff button. So yeah, you can open your ranges a little bit.
This is my number, it's my age.
22?
Someone asked in the chat, how many started this event? It was 97-35 right there at the top of the screen.
It's being tracked in real time, the remaining players. 9,735.
Justin, yes, we do have some different commentators. I'm Tristan Wade with Remco Renkema.
Bottom of the barrel right here.
We are the free YouTube stream, so they just pulled us off the street. We actually don't know anything about this game. And we got Jeff Platt and Brent Hanks working the PokerGO stream with Ali Najad and Nick Schulman coming up later tonight for the famous night shift.
Yes, they are doing the night shift, and they will also be doing the night shift during the final table, I'm told.
Of course.
That's exciting.
I mean, yeah, those guys are just...
Remember last year when the final day, from 4 down to 1, took like 90 minutes?
Yes.
We had those quick bust outs.
Yes. Yeah, lots of action.
When Lena just... Did Lena bluff it all off? I can't even remember.
No, Lena had a tough spot where he had top pair and a gut shot against a set, and he just... Yeah, it was a tough one. He called it off and was wrong. So look at this. The button opens, and Mangini, considering maybe his options in the small blind, he opts to fold, and Bojovic will do no folding here. I think you like to just call with your suited aces in these spots. You dominate a lot of the holding of your opponents. Look, like Ozamok's going to be playing a lot of suited stuff, like Queen X suited, King X suited, some Jack X suited from the button, some other suited connector stuff. So yeah, if we see some diamonds on this flop, it's great. But instead, Ozamok outflops Bojovic, King 5-5. Yeah, congrats to Nick Schulman on making the Hall of Fame. As soon as he turned 40, he's right in there, rightfully so. So kudos to him.
Seems to be some confusion about this feed. As it's clearly stated on thumbnail and title, this is table C bonus coverage. This is just one table that we are tracking for the free YouTube feed. The main big show with all the hoopla and all the silent interviews and all the extra coverage, the coverage that you've grown accustomed to, is available on PokerGO.com as well as on for YouTube members. I can't repeat this enough. I know we have a lot of new viewers, but it is something I have to explain.
So really tough spot for Bojovic. Obviously, you have an easy check call with your ace high and backdoor diamond draw on a board that your opponent on the button's going to bet their range. King 5-5. This is where it gets dicey because the bluffs start coming in from your opponent like Jack 10, Queen 10, Queen Jack. So clubs would other be bluffs too. So it's a little interesting when faced with a double barrel here, but maybe you just want to release your hand and not play a sticky pot if this opponent does bet twice here.
So we're just waiting for Ozamok to decide here. Does go check, check.
Yeah, so he checks back a pretty strong hand. And ace high's probably just going to check this river. Beats. Oh, it goes check, check. Surprising check from king 4, but I guess he didn't think he could seek value there.
Big all-in happening in the background. We have pawns all-in with jacks versus queens. And the queens hold up, meaning that we are down to our final 18 players, as Ponce has just become our 19th place finisher. Diego Ponce from Mexico City. Hugs all around from him. We are seeing a bit on our second monitor here. A big round of applause as well. He's going to collect $360,000 for his efforts. And that brings us down to the final 2 tables of 9. And on that note, that'll lead us into the sign-off for our YouTube feed. Action will continue on PokerGO.com, as well as for YouTube High Roller members. So please join us there. I'll be in the chat in both places later on, and we'll have Nick and Ali on. We have Nick and Ali on the night shift from 8 p.m. onwards, I believe. So, little look at the table C chip count. These players will get moved to tables A and B. And just for some additional context here, we now have a pay jump looming. We'll go from 360K to 450. The final 17 are guaranteed 450. And then the pay jumps start coming a little more frequently. Final 13 get 560, final 11 get 750, and the final 9 get $1 million. We have the same names that we started with near the top of the counts as it stands. Kenny Hollard still doing well, but Braxton Dunaway now up to 76 million. He's our chip leader. Adam Hendricks is in second with 69. Joey Padron on 43 million, and then Hollard in 4th place. Leo Margettes in 6th with 30 million, so very much in a spot to make the final table. And I'll just give you this extra little side info. We have Mizrachi all in with pocket queens on the main table. Anthony Gregg deliberating with pocket 9s. Dunaway still last to act, so we'll go radio mode here for just a minute as we wait to sign off.
Yeah, I think this is the stage of the tournament. And we do see an all-in.
All right, so
Greg does put it all in with 2 9s.
We have a monster all-in on our main table.
Grinder's so excited. He's got a chance to get back up to 38 million in chips. 2 queens versus 2 9s.
All right, we're just going to jump right in here to main feed. A little bonus for you guys. Mizrachi at risk. Queens versus 9s. 38 million in the middle. Look at that. Little pork chop for the fans, as Jason Somerville would say. Tony Gregg just looking for a 9 and a 9 only. Jack on the turn. It's not going to change it. The roller coaster of Mizrachi.
Down to 3 big blinds earlier.
He is, oh my God, I've never seen Mizrachi like this before. He can't bear to watch. Oh my God, he's sick to his stomach. 2 outs for Anthony Gregg. 38 million. It's a 6 on the river. Mizrachi with the monster double up. From 1.9 million to 38 million in just 2 hours. And Tony Gregg is down to 7.8 million. A little extra here for you guys watching, and we might as well stick around here for the exit interview with Diego Ponce, who busted out in 19th place. So we'll have Natalie Bodie now with Diego Ponce to reflect back on finishing in 19th place in the main event. Natalie, what do you have?
Diego, you come to Vegas for the very first time. You satellite into the main event. You finished 19th. How do you describe the last week or so of your life?
I think it's the best week of my life, honestly. I came to Vegas in mind of playing other events. Last Friday, I woke up, I said, I'll do the 145 landmark. I won it, and then I went to the 1100 landmark, and thank God I won it. So it was a dream come true for me to play the main event and to have this deep run. I mean, I only dreamt about it, so I feel very blessed.
I know you quit your job just a couple months ago to pursue poker professionally. It's a pretty good finish to kick that off. What will be most memorable about this moment?
I think all the support that I have from home, from people in the Royal as well, but mostly from home. Everybody was sending very good messages. I received a lot of calls, very good people supporting me. I feel very blessed. I thank God for this opportunity. I hope I can do this deep run again. I'll keep on working, keep on studying. This doesn't end here. I'll check my mistakes, everything I did wrong or that I could have done better. I'll come stronger.
Thank you for the time. Congrats on the run.
All right, and on that note, we will sign off. For Tristan Wade, my name is Pisarinko. It's time for a redraw down to the final 18 players. You can watch that coverage on PokerGO.com as well as in our High Roller tier for our YouTube members. Once again, thank you all so much for watching this bonus coverage on YouTube as we take a look at our chip counts on day 8. As I mentioned, Dunaway on top, Hollard sliding, Mizrachi surging. It's been an absolute wild ride here in the first couple of hours, but there is much more poker still to come. Please enjoy our coverage at PokerGO.com. Thanks for watching.
Listen, let me know.
You're so annoying.
This is a joke.
We
it's
don't
like
know.
a circus and a zoo. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Yeah, they're saying, Will, why don't you get to call the clock? Because I'm not a little bitch like the rest of you. Do you know what I mean? Excuse my French. All right? That's what I mean.
Back to our main feature table, and it is Greg Merson all in and at risk with 2 queens against Josh Bekenstein's Ace King.
Which hand? Is that pocket queen? Yeah, these are hands. I don't know. It's a setup.
What a collision.
These are feature table rigged hands right here.
Good TV hands.
One has queens.
Yeah.
10-6-4.
Not a bad way to start the day.
So far, it's clean for the 2012 champion. Turn is a 6. An ace or a king results in Greg Merson's elimination. Otherwise, he's up to more than 6.3 million. River 7. Merson starts his day with a double. Guy. Grab with the 9-8 suited. Opens here, and Mizrachi looks down at 2 queens.
You just told me, remind me.
975.
Raise 975.
I think you got bad timing.
Take it easy on him, Mike. Got a soft spot for these Buffalo guys.
Is Cody on the feature table or no?
Notice the sizing. Mizrachi goes very small. I believe
He's
just
pretty deep,
pricing
yeah.
in this type of hand and holding.
Can't blame Grubb for hanging around with a hand like this for that price.
Oh,
High
boy.
comes 8-7-6 with 1 club. Top pair, the open-ender, the backdoor flush draw. Queen's best at the moment.
Yeah, buckle up. Oh, an unorthodox lead.
625.
For 625,000.
Maybe a bit concerning for Mike. Wait, what would lead in a 3-bet pot?
2,100,000. Maybe 5.
No, he doesn't care.
Maybe not.
Shoot it
2.1 million.
A week or 10 days before the main.
So you came twice?
Eyes the clock, which shows that we're 1 away from a $35,000 pay jump.
Definitely sees that, right? Is he just calling? No.
Gonna go just
There it is.
about
Yeah.
all of it.
Leaves a chip behind, by the way. Mike says all in.
And here comes perhaps a little bit of time used.
Yeah, watching the clock. But you saw Mizrachi, right? He was ready.
Yeah,
he had his mind made
he's
up.
going with it.
He had zero concern.
We're gonna play a big one, folks.
Not yet.
Looks like Jason Mercier.
Who, he does?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody in the field's only got 13 more.
This is why arguments have started to form that this one chip behind movement will be no longer, than in a spot like this you would be ruled all in to prevent this kind of stalling and manipulation.
Call. Jesus, come on.
And that's why he gets the super quick clock once it is called, because they know the chip is going in. And here we go.
He's got a lot of outs. 5, 9, 8, 10.
5%. Let's get a club on the turn for fun. Club would be a great sweat for TV. The outside call.
Already has 13 outs.
That's really cool.
The 5 seconds, yeah.
Unbelievable. Whatever.
Not gonna matter. Chip was going in regardless.
Very close. Yeah, Kasuf tanks 6 minutes a hand. I'm on a.
That's where you got.
Unbelievable.
The turn is a deuce.
Get there.
10,
Get there.
9, 8, 5 for Grupp.
That's a lot. Is today my day?
Mizrachi can hardly watch. And the river is a queen. Michael Mizrachi becomes one of the main event chip leaders.
Raise 400.
Or, I guess, you know, where's Kasuf from?
Merson, the 8-6. It's been whittled down after the big blind ante to about 7 bigs.
He's facing the min raise. Yeah, he's going to play defense. Just call, say a little prayer, try to connect. Does.
On the queen 8-3. 950,000 behind,
Yeah,
1.1 in the middle.
Maximizing potential value here. You can see if the money goes in, as it will. 75% of the time, the 8s hold.
Here we go. 3 million in the middle.
Look.
Our last remaining main event champion, all in and at risk. Does not want to see an ace or a jack. But the turn is a jack.
Oh.
And now it's Merson on the ropes.
It's heartbreaking for Merson. See the jack just slide home on the turn.
Needs an 8 or 6. Oh, it's a 9. We say good game to the milkman.
One hurts for Greggy.
A lot of chips in the middle here. Afriot led river for 2.5 million with 8s full of 6s.
Another minute. Fine.
Facing a Veloso raise, Veloso river to flush.
But 69. It's my date of birth. It's exactly my number.
Oh my.
Afriat open pre, Veloso called behind. Afriat bet 300K on the
Blasting. I
flop.
had the 8 and I kept on blasting.
Veloso called.
Blasted the 8. Never see me on an 8.
Afriat bet 1 million on the turn. Veloso called, and here comes the raise.
Maybe Afriat just considering call.
Sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
Veloso
Aces,
hearing the talk
you
about
just
the
call
8.
aces there. You're not taking the risk.
Wait. No. No way.
What?
Does he know that he has 8s full? I don't think he realizes he has 8s full.
It sounded like he just thought he had trip 8s.
I heard that referenced where.
I lost this hand.
Oh my God.
And Mizrachi flips in the call. Small blind with the 3-2 suited.
He's got gambling chips.
Poker on his 21st birthday.
You know, you hit him with a clean diaper, you don't see it coming.
He's 39 maybe.
Well, Queen 4-4 with 2 clubs.
Everybody clubless and queenless. Opportunity for Mizrachi to pounce. He can also have all the 5-4 suited type holdings. This could get quite fun in a hurry. Keep an eye if the check raise is incoming.
Yeah, almost 20 years now. That's a long time. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, coffee down. Back to business.
We start with check call.
Now he pairs the Mallard on the turn, going to lead, and he might take this line if he had trip 4s. He is potentially buying what might be a cheaper street if he were up against Queen X. And he's applying a great deal of pressure to Guerra as well. These 2 10s are not feeling great. You're a bit queasy. If you call, it's almost like, okay, well, it's probably a flush draw, I guess. We're going to take one off and get to the river.
And that river is a 3. The 10's still best.
We do beat better clubs.
2 pair. Queen's good. Queen is good.
Play PokerGO. It's where the action never stops. Now you can chase your share of 1 million in gold every single hour. Jump into free online poker, real players, 0 risk. The 1 million gold free roll runs every hour on the half hour. No buy-in, no catch, just your shot at gold. Tournaments, ring games, those new no gamble, no future theme sit and goes with the wheel of gain. It's all waiting. Play now, playpokergo.com. Available on web, iOS, and Android.
Download the app.
Big Hand developing our other secondary feature table. Looks like Eric Afriat putting Nick Papillo to the test on this river. Papillo's hand is best. Afriat missed on the flush draw.
And he's
bet river.
Is it an all-in on the river?
Yes.
That I'm looking at? Okay.
Papillo open pre, Afriat defended. Check on the flop. Afriat check called an 800K bet on the turn and then lead jammed for about 4.4 million. Papillo, the circuit grinder out of Arizona. More than $6 million in live tournament earnings. Afriat clocks
He's called the clock on him now.
Clock on feature 2, please. Clock.
Papillo's just been flying under the radar in this main. He is a great, great poker player. No limit, mixed games. He can really do it all.
Former mid-major player of the year.
And he knows Afriat is just so capable
Actions here.
of rolling over a bluff.
I can't see a clock, but in my opinion, no.
Oh. Dealer said he has not yet had a reasonable time to act.
Really?
Staring down Afriat, can he find a call? His tournament life on the line.
Well, you're going to get a Jekyll and Hyde moment from Afriat if Papillo does call here. I'm telling you, this guy gets real steamy.
And the clock is about to start, I believe. Marshall just said that. 30 seconds to act for Papillo.
I call.
Makes the call.
Wow.
Makes the call.
Wow. What a call.
And moves up to 11.8 million in chips.
Are you serious?
Thank you.
That's the sickest call ever.
Thank you.
Give or take. Approximately. So you have to pay 35%, minimum 35% on your winnings, on whatever you use.
Clark calls on the button. And here
you
we
want the
go.
free sandwich and drink. You're hungry, huh? You want the free sandwich, free drink? Or maybe Kenny. Kenny, you hungry? One of you is clearly hungry and thirsty.
Yeah,
Like I
Kenny's
said, one of you
hungry for
doubles me
your
up,
chips, buddy.
They get the free sandwich. And if you triple me up, you both get a sandwich and drink. I'm not complaining. It cost me $20, $40. Oh, plus tax, plus tip. It cost me maybe $50 for a sandwich. But I don't mind. We locked up $240,000 right now.
Yes, you have.
I can buy you both a steak for $240,000. Tax free, brother. About $550.
So we've heard.
I know we're short and getting an all right price, but I'd be surprised if Kasuf wants to get in here. Kenny's probably calling quite heavy. We can see he is, right? 2 10s. Heads up, understandable. 3 ways. Might bow out.
Out of the way with the 6-5. Ace in the window, ace 8-5, 2 spades. How sweet it is for Murilo Milmame.
Jason, are we staying here after the break? We're going? What's it, all of us?
Oh my God.
Wow, the 10 ball on the turn.
Oh my God.
Should I take my hoodie then?
How does that just slide in on the turn?
But with B, what's the reason if we're going to say the same players? Yeah,
They're
but
mic'd up, but they're not mic'd up this table, and they mic it down the table. They
oh, this is. I thought they are mic'd up.
Oh, just you. That way they all get mic'd up.
Oh, you want them? They don't say a word anyway. What's the point? What's the point of them getting mic'd up? I'm the only one. I thought everyone's mic'd up here. I'm the only one that's staying mic'd up. Now I'm special. I don't want to be special, Jason. I'll never do mic'd up. But we're all playing here. You're gonna have to have.
Didn't look like it would be much of a pot after we saw the flop. And now it could get huge.
Once more now, perhaps.
Yeah, he's going to cut it out. And he's going to set it up to where an all-in can happen on the river. And Hullard's sizing, by the way, is what's made this so difficult.
There's the call. 7.9 in the middle, a little less than 6 behind for Miloman. River Queen of Hearts.
That would be forced into a bluff. Mention one of them, Queen Jack of Diamonds, right? I don't believe that has enough showdown value as played, and all of which will be considered by Miloman. And all that being said as well, Jeff, if we fold, we're okay. Right, levels will obviously go up, but we're going to have 20 bigs still in the main.
There's the fold.
Very nice.
Hangs on to his tournament life.
I think this is the one.
Can Kasuf do it once more, or does Garner send him packing for good? Here it
The
is.
words of Will Kasuf. You got it. You got it. I'm all in. Let's go. Right, one time or two times? Gary, all in. Ace, king, sevens. Any ace or kings, the boat? Everyone's rooting for a 7, yeah? Ace on the flop, it's unlucky. It's unlucky. Ace of clubs. Ace of clubs on the flop.
Ace-7 loose.
Ace of clubs on the flop. It's unlucky. Right, one time or two times? We can agree. One time? It's up to you. I'm a nice guy. I'll give you the option. Once or twice, up to you. Once I get there.
7!
Sure.
The whole of poker waits with bated breath, Nick.
Haters gonna hate. They see me roll.
As do we.
Ace on the flop. Ace. That white Russian. Ace.
He does find the ace.
Thank you.
7 of clubs working for Garner.
Hold. If there's any justice in the game, I hold. 6.
6 has been called for. Okay.
Queen of hearts. Queen of hearts on the turn.
I'm not in.
Down to the lone 2 sevens.
Yeah. Empty vessels is the most noise.
He's got it. 9 ball, corner pocket. 9 ball.
7. Ace. Ace. Ace.
Thank you. Top 2. Top 2 coconut. Send it. Send it. Then the count out, please. Put a stamp on that and send it. I'll show them now.
The show goes on.
You know, that was the exact thing I was going to say. I just...
I'm fearless, ruthless, and relentless. I will not stop until I get what I want. And I will not rest until I've won. And God help anyone who dares to stand in my way. Watch.
Calling sometimes the 6s through 8s, perhaps. It's all close and murky, but... And for the grinder, in the face of the cutoff open small blind flat, looks like he's cutting out the squeeze.
Yep.
And if he does, Margettes may go with these 7s in the form of a back jam.
Guerra most certainly will not be a part of this, as Mizrachi brings the altimeter to 2.5 million.
I don't believe nobody anymore.
You gotta stop playing Little League ball sometime, bro, you know?
And there it is, as you suspected, Margettes wagging a finger in the face
Ladies,
of Mizrachi's.
gentlemen, good luck.
7 contra 10. 7.
Updates being delivered promptly by Leo to her rail as she's got the best of it. Delighted to know that.
Yeah, but she should have folded. I believe that. She's called this moment. She called it all off. A7.
The Barcelona native,
7.
professional poker player, podcast host, poker coach.
Vamos.
2 million plus in career tournament earnings with a 4% advantage looking to avoid getting grinded.
What do you have, 5 million?
Yeah, 6. Cost 5 points.
You on 5? I'd never seen you call in the small blind before.
Siete, pero un 2. Prepara, un 2, un rey, un 2, un 2.
I don't speak, you know, but I believe she said set, although he has the Broadway draw working.
She wants a queen, she said.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't it. No reina. No gracias. 10 doesn't change a thing. Plenty of sets of fingers are crossed back on that rail. Let's keep it queen free, dealer. Por favor.
Oh, yes.
And that'll work. Was that the grinder, by the way? Just
I don't think it was. I think it was Gibbons, who's definitely not huge double for Margettes. Embraces the rail.
Oh, yeah, they're loving it.
Play PokerGO. It's where the action never stops. Now you can chase your share of 1 million in gold every single hour. Jump into free online poker, real players, zero risk. The 1 million gold free roll runs every hour on the half hour. No buy-in, no catch, just your shot at gold. Tournaments, ring games, those new no gamble, no future themed sit and goes with the wheel of gain. It's all waiting. Play now at playpokergo.com. Available on web, iOS, and Android.
Download the app.
All in brewing. Particulars being efforted. Chad Power powerless against the ace-king of Tony Gregg here. You know, most of the damage was done away from these borders with regard to this specific exchange, but I don't think it's lost on Chad how dire the straights are for him here. 1.65 desperately. Now 3 million after the Greg 3-bet. I'm sorry, I thought this was already kind of we're on our backs, but clearly not the case.
And a decision for the button with 7, certainly. Power all in for...
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
This is Adrian.
The decision has been made.
Zukowski of Bois-Colombes, France. I'm sure I'm butchering this. 7 years of poker under his belt and just 3K in career earnings, taking a stand and a prospective triple on the horizon for him. As Greg snaps, Power obviously likes the prospects of putting a beat on for 3x as opposed to 2.
The mercy of the deck, Ali. See what she has in store for us.
Over at his rail. Plenty of support being offered. This is a very fleet-footed photographer. Yesterday, I caught a glimpse of the long lens, just hurriedly getting in and out of there.
Oh.
King 8-5, and Tony Gregg is poised to claim 2 pelts. He knows it, but he also knows better than to get excited prematurely here. Nestled between the 8 and the 5 is Zukowski.
Oh,
straight
Power.
draw on offer, but yes, Nick, Power now.
Power somehow.
Is a queen or a 7 available to the 2 men who desperately need to find something? One of them guaranteed to bust. And now it's official. They're both out of here.
Gentlemen, 33 left. Chad, good game, sir. Back. Usually this means there's action elsewhere.
When isn't there action here?
Oh, here we go.
And then that's it. Thank you and good night.
I feel like this Kasuf has won quite a few all-ins in a row. Can he win another one?
He's raising with the King 5, and he's calling off my shove. PokerStars Professional, sponsored player. King 5. He's calling a 3-bet shove. It doesn't matter. No cards on comment.
Kenny, by the way, is unbothered.
Getting good. That's all I can do.
47
Every
million
single time, I'm
reasons,
getting good.
of course,
For my tournament life.
for this.
And they want to call me off. They want to call me off a 3-bet pot, 3-bet shove with King 5. You need to get lucky to get my chips. I hope you're proud of yourself.
By the way, he isn't like busted. He's in the lead.
And he's still in the lead.
Right.
Kenny, 1 time or 2 times? You're behind.
Board fair. I want a board
1 time or 2 times, up to you.
It really isn't.
Any bricks about?
I don't know if it's almost superstitious by nature. He always asks to run it
Getting
once
good,
or
that's all I
twice.
can do. Always a sweat. He's got 3 outs, now he's got a few more.
Oh, and it is the king.
Queen? Absolute joke. Queen on the river.
Queen.
Disgusting. No, it's a 7 or a queen. What do you want? 7 or a queen? Dealer's choice. 7 or queen on the river, all right? 7 or queen, dealer's choice.
I'll do queen.
There's
7 or
going to
queen.
be a healthy reaction no matter what it is
7 or
on the
queen,
end,
dealer's
depending
choice.
on what side of the
Queen of
Kasu
hearts.
fence you lie. Queen for the chop, 7 for the win. Instead, king's
King
up.
5. King 5, yeah? Well played. Well played. Absolute fucking joke. Absolute fucking joke. Disgrace. You're pathetic. You're pathetic.
Well,
Sad and pathetic. I hope you're proud of yourself. You're pathetic. Bunch of pussies. You're a bunch of pussies. Losing it. Bunch of pussies. You're disgrace. I'm just saying how it is.
Will, good game. What a run.
Hold on.
But Ali, alas, it has come to an end.
That's it. That's to get lucky. 3 hours. They give me enough time. They're insulting me. I never insulted anyone. And this is how it's been handled. It's been an absolute disgrace.
I never insulted anyone, he
I'm
says.
being a gentleman. You're telling me to be a gentleman. How about you? How about you? You haven't been. You said you're going to be reasonable. You come to the floor. That's it.
Please get a mic.
I'm just saying how it is. It's been an absolute disgrace. Not you personally, the whole WSOP, how it's been run. Both you and Jack Effel's saying, give me his ruling. He's saying, that's the ruling. He walks away and says, if you follow me, I'll get security to escort you out of the premises. That was his words. And then I asked you to be reasonable. I explained my position. You said, that's the ruling. You've lost your two time banks, whatever, 30 seconds. If I carry on, you're going to give me a penalty. Those are your words. So you're heavy-handed, you're throwing your weight around, threatening to give me a penalty, threatening to disqualify me. It's an absolute disgrace. I know. I'm being respectful.
Clock.
Yeah. I'll speak to you, yeah. I'll speak to you and Jack Effel, yeah. You'll be lucky to be tournament directors next year. Yeah, it's a disgrace.
Be respectful to these.
I am.
I never thought I would need someone to act on their bust out, but
I'll be disrespectful to them.
here we are.
It's like mutual respect. They call it ego, I call it self-respect. I call it self-respect. They're absolutely clueless.
They would be respectful for you.
No, no chance. They would not be respectful for me. They have no idea. Absolutely clueless. Good luck. Good luck. You'll need it. Thank you. I'll see you next year. Good game. All of you. I remember your faces. I'll see each and one of you next year. I'm going to bash you all up. Okay. Mate, hang on. And all your faces. Yeah, I'll remember you next year. Yeah. All these things. Bunch of little bitches. Little bitches. Look at you. Pathetic. Hey, you have no idea. You have no idea the bullshit I've been subject to. Not by the players, by the floor. Absolute disgrace. No, I'm looking at you. I'm not even steaming. I'm not even steaming. I'm looking at you. Are you steaming? Are you tilted? You must be tilted, right?
They're in the middle of the hand.
Okay, we're going. I'm saying. I'll see you all next year. I'll see you all next year. Bye-bye. Yeah. Good luck. Hope you don't bust. Don't bubble.
That's amazing.
I'm laughing. I'll see you next year. Pedro. Can I just swing around?
Just wait until the noise is over. It's fine.
Thank you. You always see you always see me smiling. These haters can hate. Little bitches. They can't take it. They can't handle it.
This is really something. The downsized follow-through will retain a number of hands that would still fall to queens. This isn't automatically King X or better than queens.
All true.
8 of clubs turn, backdoor club draw saying hello. Interfered with are both draws by Ishan's combo. Same story for Guerra, of course. In a more profound manner with the aces. 10.75 in the middle, 14 million back. We cover effective 8.8 sub 1 SPR from here forward.
I kind of want to check as Ishan and not necessarily fold. But I'm sort of inclined to perhaps check and just kind of see. Guerra can have 9s, 10s, or jacks. He could maybe have an ace-jack of spades, maybe. And then, of course, the stuff like this. We don't expect to run into a king that often, oddly. I think for Guerra, maybe some sort of bet on the smaller side, or this is nice. This really, oh
wow.
Goodness gracious.
A queen of diamonds, like an unexpected asteroid, is going to leave Guerra cratered.
And you know, if Yishan goes for something in the realm of all-in, it's actually a little bit sick.
I mean, we do block the ace-king, and we don't expect ace-queen to behave this way.
It's just kings and queens seem so real. The big blind's choice to 3-bet initially is a little bit scary. I don't think Laudero's going to love it at all.
Oh, I know he's not going to love it if he gets to showdown, because it would mean it's over.
But just in the face of facing all in, I don't think he snaps. Looks like he's cutting something friendly out. Friendly, we just snap.
Are you shocked that he doesn't get greedier in this spot?
3.2 million.
I sort of would have liked to see all in, I suppose.
Well, Guerra, while he doesn't like to see queen-queen, he would have liked to see the all-in a whole lot less. So, strangely, as we thought it was Yeshan who would require something merciful, in the end, Guerra receives mercy.
And by the way, note that the choice to slow play, to check back, all of it has saved his tournament as it stands.
Play of Milomem and Pupo, both all in against an Adam Hendricks king-king. He the covering stack. Jack in the window, providing King Jack some hope. Note the 10 Jack for the Broadway gutter.
Pupo, considering how bad of shape he's in. Millerman looking for the queen or the ace. Pupo for the jack. Hendricks looking for bricks.
22.3 in total out there. The side pot between Millerman and Hendricks. Deep breath here. Calls for that which is required from the respective rails. And a board pairing 6.
Good games, gentlemen. Pupo, Milomem. 30 left, Ali. And for Adam Hendricks, north of 40 mil.
Playing pots and not having to risk all your stack, but Blumstein maybe has other ideas here with a hand that obviously can call on the button, or if he wanted to use it as a 3-bet bluff, this wouldn't be the time to do so, and he does just call.
Yeah, Carlin's called first, known as the Duckman. Blumstein comes along as well. 4,600 out there.
Taylor, I love the poker face. His eyes are only moving, nothing else.
886 with a couple of clubs. That could be tricky here.
6,000.
Two players have clubs, and Carlin's wasting no time. Taylor did check. 6,000 quickly announced from Carlin's.
Well, immediately, I'm putting my foot in my mouth because we got an overbet, and this hand is dominated. And we have two big club draws, but King, Queen of Clubs dominated here by Ace-7 of Clubs. And this is a pot that's going to swell after Blumstein at least calls.
And again, I was trying to say how deep everyone is, but look at this. Just like that, we got 16,000 in the middle. That's 40 big blinds down.
Because you were on TV.
Taylor out of the way. Heads up here to the turn. And it's the 4 of clubs.
Wow.
12,000.
Right out of the gate here, we have flush over flush on our main feature table. Carlin's coming out with 12K.
Carlin's betting right into the 2017 main event champion. And this is the poker face of a guy who's won this event before. He has the nut flush redraw to the straight flush with the 5 of clubs as well. There are full houses present, but you could say Carlin's is only going to have 8-6 suited or pocket 6s or pocket 8s. 1 combo of pocket 8s, 3 combos of pocket 6s, but he has all these combos of flushes which we are beating, which are drawing dead.
Call made from Blumstein, 5 on the river.
25,000.
25,000 very, very quickly. Look, you can see Blumstein.
Now look, Blumstein knows his opponent is not bluffing here.
Just fold the turn when I make the push.
Yeah, it's just a matter of where do you think your opponent classifies his value threshold, right?
Exactly.
Marta, I know. Why?
So he knows his opponent's not bluffing. He just doesn't know. Is he going to bet a king high flush like this, or does he only have full houses since the board is paired?
Everyone how skilled the game is.
He's just thinking about the Instagram DMs after. Is all he's thinking about.
Scott Blumstein makes a 6 hole with no flush. 8-8-6-4. I mean, what in the world? You have 8-6 or 6s? I'm just supposed to.
Obviously got a flush.
This is what Antonio would do. I guess I'm knit rolling. I don't even know.
Some honesty there from Carlin.
Knit roll slash.
No, the big toilet.
Slow roll 5-5 and just got there on the river. Please, this game. I'm not even trying to hand it out.
Before the TV.
Look, if this is any other tournament than the main event, you just flick this in.
He does flick it in. He's going to see the good news because Carlin's is going to turn over a weaker flush.
Get him, chat. Get him, chat.
Get me. Get me.
Get him,
No,
chat.
but this is the beauty of the main event right here. You play against so many players you just don't know. And these guys have already been playing together for 4 or 5 hours. Maybe Marvin has that time.
No, it's the 6 notice.
I wanted to write more. I was going to write a lot.
He does have some big cashes. He's got a 3rd in 2013 WSOP 2500 no limit event.
It's like, man, we need to take.
And also a 32nd was his best run in the main event 2013 main event. 32nd for 230K. That's a great run.
Heads up here between Napolitano and Owen. They just played the last spot together. Now they're in action again. 7-3 deuce.
Good flop if you got an overpair.
And look at this. Napolitano's going to break the flow of play and lead out 1,500.
And that's a spot I would have loved to see Owen raise. His queens does need some protection from a king or ace on the turn.
Exactly, I'm literally bored.
But
playing my chip.
he calls, no problem. We're kind of trapping here. And, you know, you could argue maybe your opponent has some 7x in their range if they do start leading the flop. But our villain, Napolitano, has just turned the nut flush draw, not trips.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I can write
And let's see what Owen wants to do.
Faster.
He's already thinking about what to put out there now.
And he decides now is the time to raise.
56. I never proclaimed to be a
The bet was 2,300. The raise is to 5,600. So not the biggest raise here, but Owen is working with a little bit of a shorter stack, so trying to get a bit creative with things.
And look, Owen was a toy maker. He ran a toy company in his real life. Retired when he was 50 years old, so that's a really cool tidbit. But this is no game we're playing. This is a $10,000 tournament, and we got 2 queens. We're a huge favorite to win this hand. We just got to dodge an ace or a diamond.
Use more for that, more than.
And all the little chips will be coming our way. Now let's see what Napolitano wants to do here.
What else do you want me to say? I don't know what else you want me to say. I mean, I was going to compare it to another site, but I wasn't rattling off another site that fast.
Napolitano is reaching here.
And very perplexed here. He probably knows.
to be
that his opponent isn't bluffing.
right.
But he is getting the right price here to try to hit a diamond or an ace. It's to put in 3.3K to win 17.4K.
Oh, and there is another diamond on the end.
But he would love
Nut
to get
flush for
over that
Napolitano.
Me, no. I'm in the wrong
This is
place.
scary though. It pairs the board. Your opponents kind of played their hand like they might have a 7, but that doesn't deter Napolitano. He just comes out with an all-in wager.
I'm around you. So I'm gonna say, hey, where's that guy?
This is gonna be 1 in a million chance that I'm around you again.
Yeah, exactly. 1 in a million.
Like 4 day 4, we both go the same thing.
Owen makes the call. Those queens are going to go down in flames. Nut flush shown from Napolitano, and we are going to lose Owen here on day 1A of the WSOP main event. We have a raise from Ralph Wong to 1K. Welch called, and Steven, who was pretty short, jammed all in with ace-jack suited for 13,200. Wong's got the queens, the same hand we just saw Owen lose with, same suits and everything. He makes the call. Welch is out of the way. Here we go. Brandon Steven all in and at risk here.
I have a 5, so that's it.
He's going to need an ace. He's going to need some clubs or some other form of help if he wants to stay alive.
Yeah, 5s.
You hate to be all in on day 1 of the main event in a scenario like this. You know, 3 levels in.
1 club, 1 club.
9-4-3, 1 club present. Of spades on the turn. Steven gonna need one of the 3 remaining aces in the deck. He's got 1 pull at it. If not, he's gonna be out of here. 6 of clubs on the end. We are going to lose Brandon Steven. He's eliminated by Ralph Wong. Okay, and it's aces for Napolitano. Second time we've seen aces up at this main feature table. 3,200 is the 3-bet.
Now, where is that 3-bet coming from? Okay, middle position or so. All right. So yeah, right next to each other. I do like it. You could even argue for a little bit bigger of a size since we're so deep to kind of discourage some of these calls. But nonetheless, let's go.
Taylor with jacks on the small blind. He comes along with the call. Action moves back over to Blumstein.
Hey, look, this is a pot odds. 2,200 to win 10.4 when he ultimately puts these chips in the middle. You're drawn to a royal flush. We're not folding here, Donnie.
Blumstein does not fold. 10,400 in the middle. 3 ways.
So yeah, definitely want to be a little more cautious 3 ways with the aces.
This is an interesting flop. Pretty wet texture. 10, 9, 8, couple of clubs. Taylor's got an overpair of jacks with an open ender. Blumstein's got top pair, backdoor diamonds, and Napolitano's got the aces.
Yeah, this is a board texture with aces. You maybe want to even check because you have this player squeezed in between you and the initial raiser, which their range is going to smash a board like this because they have pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s, pocket jacks, as we see. And Blumstein is going to be connected here at some capacity with queen jack maybe, with 8s, 9s, 10s, with flush draws himself. But nonetheless, Vincent Napolitano with the best of it currently. He also has the ace of clubs working for him. But that's probably a spot I would like to see some checking from aces, playing multi-way, but whatever.
Napolitano does come with about a 3rd pot bet. Taylor makes the call. Action's now on Blumstein.
And look, you could have ideas to start turning this into a bluff, but that's a little egregious because you have kind of too much hand to do that with. But you do block top set.
We got 21,500 in the middle. 10 of spades on the turn. All of a sudden, Scott Blumstein goes from worst to first with the turn of a card.
And he might have some ideas to lead now because this is probably a turn card that's going to get checked by the 3-better pre-flop who's not going to connect with that much 10x. But nope, he decides to check. He's still worried here because there's 3 players, so ranges are going to be a little more condensed. He could be up against a full house potentially.
Action checks around, and a 7 comes in on the end. That now puts Taylor with the best hand.
And Napolitano's looking down at his chips, but he can't love this run out. So Taylor does check. Blumstein now got to be concerned with the flush and straight now present. So I probably would have liked to see Taylor go ahead and bet his straight there, but with the flush coming and a paired board, I can totally understand why we probably just want to check and just hope this gets to showdown. And Blumstein just comes with a kind of a blocker bet, which you would see from his holding. Going to get paid by aces, and we're going to see jacks at least call here. If not, maybe want to put in a raise, but it's kind of an awkward spot to put in a raise, so it's probably just a call.
I got a 10. That's good.
Taylor does make the call to close the action. Blumstein says, I got a 10. That's no good. The aces for Napolitano are also no good. And those jacks for Taylor are the winning hand. Nice pot for him there. Play free online poker anytime, anywhere with Play PokerGO. No deposits, no risk. Just pure poker action. Jump into ring games, tournaments. Don't miss the brand new and always entertaining No Gamble, No Future themed sit-goes. Those feature the Wheel of Gain. You can compete against players worldwide and sharpen your game with Play PokerGO. Available on web, iOS, and Android. Check it out today at playpokergo.com. That was that trip.
Yeah, it was that trip. Donnie and I, we had a bottle of wine. We're roaming the streets of Cannes, France. Donnie passes out face first in his bathroom. I put some scrambled eggs next to him to leave him there.
Yeah, they had 24/7 room service.
I know.
With breakfast.
I know.
It was incredible.
And we had Remco in the room with you, so he was kind of watching out for you. I mean, that was a great trip. That was a great trip, of course.
Same trip that Christy Moreno broke my laptop.
Oh, that's rough.
And I had to go get a new one, which she broke it, so she felt bad, so she went to get me a new laptop. They had to replace the hard drive, and they did. And the hard drive that they put on it caused my entire computer to be in French.
No
So I had no idea what was going on for the entire trip that I was there. As we see Groninger here betting 3K on the end, connecting with that ace. Coon studying.
Coon studying and posturing. I mean, he's probably going to know that his opponent's not bluffing that regularly here. But worth the thought while we reminisce on our past travels together. And let's give a little shout out here to Rhonda Kroener, who got into poker through her brother, who actually passed away in 2017. So sorry to hear about that, but I'm glad that you're here kind of thinking of him playing your main event, playing against some of the world's best, putting Jason Coon in the spinner here. Is he really going to call with King High, Donnie? He thought about it, but maybe he's just randomizing. Who knows, this big brain of his. He beats missed flush draws. He beats bluffs.
Well, now he's got the chip in hand to make the call.
He's really got to put his opponent on anything but an ace or a pair here.
It's a nice lady. Let's give her the money. There we go.
See, if you're just nice in life, Jason Coon will pay you off on the river. Martin, you're going to get, the hardened pros, the elite players like Jason Coon, and then you're going to get everything in between. So I like it all. It's just
the best.
This main event is unlike anything else in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really well said, and you're spot on. You have all kinds of characters, all kinds of interactions that happen, so you nailed it, Donnie, per usual.
King 4 deuce checked through to the turn. It's a 7. Sprock making 2 pair. A little tricky here for Coon, who's got a pair of kings and now has turned to heart draw. He comes out with a bet for 1,200. Action is on Sprock.
Yeah, Sprock. This is the pair. This is the 2 pair that need some protection. And this was a limped pot pre-flop. That's how 7 deuce even gets to the turn here. But we do see just a call here from the retired
all the
businessman.
cool kids are doing it, so I'm going to do it too.
And Justice with nothing, just queen high, says, look, everyone else is in here. I'm not going to leave this party yet.
Oh, look at this river. Yeah, Coon making a better two pairs.
He's licking his lips. Did anyone notice that? This guy's got major tells. Who is this fish? Licking his lips when he makes two pair on the river like that? Oh my God.
Stop.
He comes out with a pretty sizable bet, hoping to get paid 4.2K.
Yeah, and this is even more disguised had it been a heart. You know, it's the two pair. It's a little bit harder to see, and he's going to get paid off from Sprock. Would imagine Justice is out of the way here. Two pair on the end for Coon.
Nice. What's that there? Things in it.
And Sprock's got to look over this board. We can tell. I mean, he's far away. This table's huge, and he's going to say, "How did I even get
my
this
goodness,
hand?"
that's 7 days. The bounty. That's sick. Sorry.
Not just unlucky for Bronco. I think he played that well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be fun. Casino Royale, baby.
Okay, relax, Donnie. We have poker to be played. We have a limp for 500, a raise to 2K, and Mr. Martin Cabral with a hand that could do whatever he wants, call or
I'm gonna
raise.
only call this obvious bluff. Okay, let's do this. Three-way. Three-way heads up. That's my favorite. Three-way heads up.
Three-way heads up.
Not like that. Don't show. Check blind.
Oh my God, Donnie, this is embarrassing. But whatever, we're here.
Jack 5-3 rainbow.
Only now.
The 8s are still best here for Fournier.
Horrible. What's going on here?
And Ganavet, who was the isolator, is
Ooh.
going to go ahead and see bet
What
this
is this?
board.
Empty? 1,000. So it's empty, yeah? Everybody pays empty.
Cabral is going to float
Everybody
with the king
pays
queen.
empty. It's
He
like
does
a
have
peanut
3
man.
to the
He's
royal
trying
draw,
to
so that's a
embarrass us,
reasonable
but-
float. And
But
even
yeah,
though he
they're
has all
good,
this antics,
but not in
whatever
poker,
happens here, he picks up all this equity. Martin
I'm
Cabral
gonna
has over
check it blind
16
just to make it
million
easy
in
for the
live
empty
tournament
guy.
cashes. That's incredible. Like, that's a lot of money to win in
No.
tournaments. Now, granted, he's playing some of the high
This
rollers.
is so embarrassment, man.
He won the 100K
This is
King
not
Super
Casino
High Roller
Royale.
in 2018.
This is definitely not Casino
He
Royale.
got third
because
in the
it's Horseshoe.
250K Super High Roller at the WSOP in 2023. So, aside from all these antics, this guy knows a thing or two about the game.
Not like
And we're getting an extra colorful Martin Cabral due to the fact that he won 850K
Yeah,
earlier today
he's on
when
one.
he finished in first place in the WSOP mini main event, topping a field of 10,794 entries.
That is 2,500. So basically, that's double empty, right?
Davey boy, the
Double
$2
empty, man.
Canadian donation
This
says
is
Martin
so
sounds like
embarrassment. Everybody
Nico and
pays double
Borat
empty,
mixed.
right?
It's true.
Not everybody.
Borat, I can see.
Good luck, Spaniard.
So look, he's calling twice here
Don't
with
do
the worst
anything
hand,
stupid
but he's
over
got a
there.
great price
I would like to
from
say I don't want to
his
bust you, but I'm
villain
alive,
here
so
with
that's
ace-9. Villain in position with the best hand, and Martin makes the best hand, rivering top pair.
Not like that. Dot shop. What is this king on the river?
And Martin now maybe wants to start with a bet, or maybe he's going to check and induce a bluff from his opponent.
This is so
Who knows?
embarrassment.
He's thinking. Although he's talking, he's thinking. Looking for reads. This is where the antics come into play, when these inflection points come in a hand.
And his opponent, Ganavet, who goes by Tank, is coming off a 7th place finish in the WSOP Millionaire Maker earlier this summer for $245,000.
What is going on here?
Ganavet also has a 13th place finish earlier this summer in the
It's me?
3K 6 Max.
Okay, thank you. That was very,
So
very
look, his
good
opponent tells him, look,
information,
hey,
actually,
we're sick of the antics, it's on you, what are you going to do here?
I didn't know. I'm so happy this guy is here. Thank you, man. You're a very, very cool guy. But I'm playing against the Spaniard, Toreadores. I have no chance against him, I think. Spaniards, they are good, but fortunately not in poker. Only one Spaniard good in poker. Only one, right?
Now listen,
This is where it gets a little annoying.
For as much of the Martin Cabral show that I do enjoy, This is the stuff that I feel like crosses the line. I mean, a little bit of tanking for a little bit of antics and some table talk, you know, maybe 5-10 seconds, okay, fine.
Tank calls a clock.
Yeah, I mean, but this is egregious here, and he does need to act. You know, he's slowing down the game for everyone. So this is the stuff that, yes, it does cross the line.
And look, when you face with two very small bets leading
like
up to
that.
the river, we see his opponent, I think, snap fold.
Okay, this is. I need to show this for spectators. Casino Royale.
Play free online poker anytime, anywhere with Play PokerGO. No deposits, no risk. Just pure poker action. Jump into ring games, tournaments. Don't miss the brand new and always entertaining No Gamble, No Future themed sit-goes. Those feature the Wheel of Gain. You can compete against players worldwide and sharpen your game with Play PokerGO. Available on web, iOS, and Android. Check it out today at playpokergo.com. Back onto our feature, and that looks like Jason Coon's chips are all in the middle.
Oh, baby.
And right now, he's behind.
He's
Coon,
way
two
behind.
overs and a flush draw. Justice
How much is it?
shares one of those overs.
30.
And has Coon in some rough shape, but of course, Justice has to call this bet. Coon jams 30,600 over the bet of 3,500 from Justice.
Now this is incredible because it looks like Jason Coon is trying to kind of force out a fold here and really apply pressure to someone who he might think is a little friendly or a little weak.
30,000.
They only bet 3.5K. He's put them all in for 30K.
So this one started with Montanu raising to 1,300. Justice called. Coon elected to 3-bet to 6K. Montanu got out of the way. Justice called on the flop. Coon continued for 4K. Justice called.
luck, my man.
And look at this. He's going to call here. Coon all in and at risk.
And Coon is kind of nervous here. I mean, this guy's got 66 million in poker earnings, but he knows that his life is at risk here on day one in the main event for a huge pot, 83,000 in the middle, and he needs to hit a queen or a club, or he's out the door.
I hope it wasn't two clubs.
One card to come.
Queen of
Jason
diamonds,
Coon's WSOP main event life on the line.
Thank you, bro. It feels like the 3 of clubs.
7 of hearts is not going to do it. And we are going to lose Jason Coon here on day 1A of the 2025 WSOP main event. The PokerStars Team Pro exits early on. Pretty sure you had shaved or buzzed head.
Yep, that
Back
was
then-
young
back then.
Tristan,
Yeah.
yes.
We see Martin here finds a couple of aces. Gonna go 3 ways here. Gomez and Moran also in there. King, queen, queen. Martin's opponents don't really connect here at all, so he might just win this one pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, these are the boards where you're kind of scared, right? Because you have 2 opponents, maybe this hits them, but if he could see the cards as they lay now, he would obviously just check and let the 8-9 drawing dead barrel it away.
Yeah, it certainly seems fine to play this conservatively, like you said, on this sort of texture with aces. Don't want to go too nuts. But I will say, it can get dicey if you have someone like Moran who's just like, maybe he just goes blast, 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 and then you're just like, well, what the heck does this guy have?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they've been playing together throughout the day. There's already some mechanics in the table talk we saw from the last hand.
Super low cut white shirt.
But Kmart not going to go anywhere. Aces and queens has his opponent drawing dead or to run a runner, basically.
5 of clubs on the turn. That's going to lock it up for Martin, but of course, that means he has to get to showdown, and we'll see if Moran, with the 9 high, wants to attempt to blow him off. He does not. Quick check back.
Now, still an awkward spot and board for Mr. Kmart. Opponent could definitely have a king here. And if you bet, you're really not going to get called by worse. So he does go with a bluff catching line here, and he checks.
Here goes Moran. Look at that. Quickly to the chips. 7,400.
And a wince from Kmart's face.
Very bad river.
You know, but this is a spot where you have a bluff catcher. You beat Jack 10, you beat Jack 9, you beat all bluffs, you beat pairs that got counterfeit.
What, you had the queen or what?
No, I don't.
No, you didn't have the queen.
And let's see how this table talk works out. I mean, If you don't call with aces, what are you calling with? You're obviously calling with a queen. You're obviously raising a king. So I would argue you just got to throw this in a call bucket again.
Jack 10 suited, you know, you bluff flop, check turn, you have to bluff river.
Martin's working it out, but you have to call 7.5 to win 26,000. If your opponent's ever bluffing, 1 out of 4 times this is a profitable call. So Kmart's walking through all the hands now.
Also one of those spots where he does make the call.
He always has, oh, I was going to say, he always has a king. Not that time.
So Moran just mucks his hand, and I don't think Martin has to show. I mean, he shows the aces, but I don't think he's required to show because Moran just put his hand in the muck.
Are these people taking out loans? That's a good question.
I mean, you probably don't want to know what people do to play the main.
they, you know, look, this is one summer you could put buy-ins on your credit card or PayPal. That's kind of a rarity. But with the WSOP Plus app, they had some payment processors that were new. So that's something. There are people that sell action. Websites like PokerStake or what have you also take place.
Tristan,
but instead, we got
I have
something
to stop
brewing
you
here.
for a second because we have Rogovsky here. Raising with the king 9, Townsend just calls from the big blind with queens. She flops top set, but Rogovsky, a flopped straight.
Yes, this is big pot action here.
And this goes check, 1500 call. So Townsend hand is as under-repped as you're gonna get.
Yeah, and Rogovsky's got to feel very comfortable here, knowing that your opponent probably doesn't have ace-king, although we do see queens present, so maybe ace-king is a possibility, but either way, we got the second nuts. We're not worried. Let's build this pot.
Well, Townsend check calls once again, this time for 5K. And the river is the king of hearts. Could save Townsend here if she's worried about her opponent now making a straight. It goes check, check.
He flopped it.
And Rovoisky, I'm just butchering this name. He hates the river as well. His straight
What a flop.
doesn't become that good.
13.
You know, Donnie, these people have been playing all day together. We got, what, an hour left in the night or so, a little less. So maybe this is also the lull in the night where we don't want to fight as hard. We got 1.5x starting stack if you're Kevin Martin or something. Maybe you're just like, look, I'm not going to take an out-of-range spot. But here, we see when you don't take those spots in position, you get forced to play some maybe out of position as Moran comes with another 3-bet. But Gomez in the blinds, maybe he's had enough waiting.
He does flick in the call, does Gomez.
Do your thing.
And Martin staying disciplined, lets it go.
Gomez versus Moran. 10-6 deuce. Gomez flops the best of it.
Gomez perks up a little bit. Double checks.
And it's like all of a sudden he's awake and ready to go, and he's just gonna go all in. Okay, sir.
Good luck all
and
in.
Moran quickly calls, so here we go.
We don't want to lose him.
Gomez is shaking his head like he thinks he might be beat, but sir, you have the best of it here.
Yeah, he gets snap call. He thinks maybe he's beat, but yeah, like Donnie said, you're
Put a
great.
9 up there.
You're 90% to win this
9
pot,
or
double
8.
up.
Yeah, or 7, something.
You have the king, so it's gold.
Come on, 9.
7 of clubs on
9
the
or 8.
turn.
Only
9 or 8.
or 9, like Moran says himself.
You can do it, dealer. Come on, one time.
Asking for it one time, day 1A of the main event. I don't know if that's a wish you want.
Reckless use of the word.
The 5 on the end.
No, it didn't happen.
That's not going to do it for Moran.
No, I'm just
Gomez takes that pot. Play free online poker anytime, anywhere with Play PokerGO. No deposits, no risk. Just pure poker action. Jump into ring games, tournaments. Don't miss the brand new and always entertaining No Gamble, No Future themed sit-goes. Those feature the Wheel of Gain. You can compete against players worldwide and sharpen your game with Play PokerGO. Available on web, iOS, and Android. Check it out today at playpokergo.com.
Hantrick picking up some big hands to end the night.
Yeah, ace-queen offsuit here, the hand we saw him 4-bet jam not too long ago. That was against a 3-bet from Adam Hendricks with Gomez in between. Ten, 10-4. Moran with King 10, flopping trips. He checks on over to Januszkiewicz.
A pretty savvy check here from Hansrick. You know, with ace-queen, with the ace of spades, you're in position. You might just bet the flop and try to clear out some equity, whatever. But we see him turn now. Aces and tens with a queen kicker. Moran checks. This is a very deceptive and cheeky trap being laid here by the chip leader at the table. And he is just playing this kind of maybe too tricky, Donnie. At what point are you going to go for value? Do you think you're going to get a big raise in on the river? But instead, he's just going to bet out and maybe missed value here. He could have went for a check raise and now bet the river, and this is a pretty easy call from ace-queen. He's going to see the bad news here slowly, one card at a time. I hate when that happens.
Of course, he has a king in his hand, too.
And Hansrick realizes that, man, I could have lost a lot more in this.
Right.